Welcome, everyone, to Fantasy Focused Live. Welcome, everyone, to Week 12 of Fantasy Focused Live. You have myself, Buck, at I Miss Justin Zimmer, Bobby Lamarco on the bottom side, and to my left, Ryan, the Truth, Levy, coming in. I figured the Frank Gore nickname of the Inconvenient Truth. You're just the truth, buddy. It's very convenient and it's very real. How you gentlemen doing today?
I mean, I'm doing great. You just coined my nickname after the great Carl Williams, a Buccaneer legend. Carl the Truth. I'm doing fantastic. It's week 12. We're almost at playoffs. I can't believe it. Bob, how you doing, buddy?
You know, I didn't realize I was a bottom till today, so that's exciting. Other than that, just chilling, man. Just been a rough year for fantasy. I have to run. I'm outside looking in like 4 leagues. Need to win every day, and I'm just like constantly looking at my lineups. I got Aaron Jones everywhere. Now I got this game time decision, and of course they're playing in the later window. I'm just like, if he plays great, I guarantee I love 50% of what Aaron Jones could be. You have to play him. It's just that wouldn't be fan. That's fantasy right there. Like, you got to play your stud, but you're going to get half of Aaron Jones probably. I'm going to get a beautiful 8 points. Can't wait, but super excited for today.
Bob, here's the thing. Life's true epiphanies that oftentimes come later in life. So the fact that you are, in fact, the bottom, it does not surprise me whatsoever.
Yeah,
but on your points about how fantasy is this fickle beast, this is a terrible week because everything is split up. You have to assess your roster 2 to 3 different times. It's very different from most weeks. Action-packed Thursday, though, and some really good fantasy performances. Let's hope these other guys that are going today can keep up with that pace because Josh Allen, Derek Carr, both with huge games. Zeke Elliott did a little bit, not enough. Please, Zeke, get on the horse, my man. But overall, I'm looking forward to this week. A lot of questionable players. Bob, I figure we just roll into injuries before we hit the questions.
Sure, man. I am prepared today for that for you guys. So we're ready to rock and roll. Another thing, too, about those Thursday games, too, some interesting players that I feel like could be factors down the stretch. Guys that are probably on waivers like Matt Breida, Josh Reynolds, guys that are slowly like earning bigger roles that could be factors down the stretch. I mean, listen, we can say what you want about the Bills' run game, but that offense with Josh Allen is good. Matt Breida, listen, I talked about this in Player Trend Show yesterday. If you look at the end result, it looks like Singletary dominated, but 9 of 11 touches for Breida came in the first half of that game.
Yep.
So when the game got out of hand, they went to Singletary to close the game out. But when it was close, it was Breida. 9 touches in the first half. This could be something. I actually scooped him up in a bunch of leagues just to stash him to see what happens. But he did find the end zone, which is great. And then Josh Reynolds, too. I mean, they're starving for playmakers. And that narrative, the shower narrative, him and Jared Goff from the Rams days, it looks like, they connected on a nice one against not an easy matchup against Chicago. So, hey, it's worth noting too. So I'm excited for that. But let's dive into some injuries here. And listen, I do my Player Trend Show every Saturday. Guys, make sure if you're joining us before this, check it out.
It was a great show this week, Bob.
Great. Yeah. Key injuries, player trends. We also did some Thursday Night Football previews, but I have a boatload of lists here. So first off, Zach Wilson is going to be back today, returning against Houston. But he's going to be down a few playmakers. Michael Carter against Houston, and also Corey Davis as well versus in that matchup. Now listen, Ty Johnson versus Tevin Coleman might be coming up a lot today for deeper teams. Typically Ty Johnson. Listen, I talked about this in player trends. Michael Carter and Ty Johnson had 26 targets in the first few weeks with Zach Wilson. So that role is something with Zach Wilson as well. So I think that's something we can look at for Ty Johnson owners in fantasy. Corey Davis being out means Elijah Mitchell is becoming more of a strong wide receiver 3 play. Probably one of the best matchups on the perimeter versus the Texans secondary. The Bucs have been getting better in the secondary and now they're going to get more reinforcements. Charlton Davis, like their top cornerback, is going to be back in Indianapolis Colts. That's a slight ding for Michael Pittman against Tampa Bay today. Eric Ebron out against Cincinnati, now on IR. Patty Freiermuth. Everyone thought it was Kyle Pitts. I guarantee it's Pat Freiermuth is going to be the rookie tight end we all love by the end of the year. I'm super excited.
Patty the Batty.
Yeah, you know it. A.J. Brown going to be out against New England. Julio Jones, no Jerry McNichols, No Nate Davis, the guard. I mean, they're down so many starters. It looks like Nick Westbrook-Akina might be the best play out of all of them. Also, Des Fitzpatrick, the fourth-round rookie, is getting action. He actually led the team in routes. So if you're looking for a Darfro, maybe even DFS, you can look at Nick Westbrook-Akina with A.J. Brown out this week. We also have Jordan Howard out against the Giants. Is it time for Miles Sanders? Hashtag never Miles Sanders on this podcast. But hoping that this week he rips my heart out again. Miles Sanders looks like he could get a lot of work today with Jordan Howard out against the Giants. Shepard and Tony, Rudolph and Smith. I mean, Caden Smith, Kyle Rudolph. I mean, you name it, you're out for the Giants. If you're catching passes for the Giants, just like running the football for the 49ers, you're most likely going to spend time on the bench because you're hurt, and that's correct again for the Giants. They have 4 key pass catchers out today. That's key for them moving forward. That's going to open up things for guys like Galladay on the outside, Darius Slayton. But Slayton seems to be the guy Daniel Jones prefers for God knows what reason. Cordell Patterson is a game-time decision, but it looks like he's going to return today against Jacksonville. That'll help solve some of our problems with this Cordell, Quadre Allison, Mike Davis fiasco. So looks like Patterson should take that role back today. Jamal Agnew, listen, he got hurt last week. He's done for the year versus Atlanta. This should be big news. I think Laviska Shenault gets the biggest boost, playing more on the inside against Atlanta this week. The Titans will be down 5 defensive players versus New England. I mean, if this isn't a Damien Harris spot, I don't know what is. I mean, he's going to have a monster day, I believe, against a really banged-up defense in the Titans. Asante Samuel, key outside cornerback for the Los Angeles Chargers, is out today. That is big news for Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick on the outside against the Chargers, who have been more susceptible to the perimeter over the last few weeks. Denver is going to be down 3 offensive linemen today, 2 tackles and an inside guard against the Chargers. Listen, Chargers also got Justin Jones back, not pictured here, but Justin Jones, one of their best run stuffers. They're also getting healthy in the linebacking core. Maybe it's not such a big blow-up spot for those Denver RBs because of these injuries. Ben Showronoke, if you don't know who that is, it's probably because you're a smart person and you should know who it is. But this is the guy who played ahead of Odell Beckham last time they were out. He's out today along with Robert Woods, of course. So that means Odell will probably see more action today. Could make him a fringe wide receiver 3/4 today.
That's also in all caps, Bob. That's
I know,
all
baby.
Caps. So that's
Just
the important one. That's the
make
big one.
I wanted to make it pop, baby. Aaron Jones, game time decision. Super stoked as a Aaron Jones owner in a lot of leagues. Looks like he is leaning towards playing today, but we do recommend that you put him into the flex spot for a later time so you can swap out him for a wide receiver if needed. Vikings are going to be down 5 defensive linemen today against San Francisco. I mean, the next guy, Elijah Mitchell, should be back, and he should hit the ground running against a very banged-up Vikings defense up front. Kareem Hunt and Jack Conklin should be back this week for the Cleveland Browns. That's big news. I mean, this run game should hit the ground running today with Hunt and Chubb back in the lineup full healthy and Conklin on the offensive line. Marquis Brown, Lamar Jackson look to be back today against the Cleveland Browns. That should just be wheels up. But this is going to be the first game Marquis Brown, Sammy Watkins, and Rashad Bateman all played together healthy this season. So we'll see who plays the slot, who plays out wide. I'm excited to see what happens there. Logan Thomas looks to be back this week against Seattle. Could be an auto. So, I mean, this guy has the best tight end schedule rest of season. I mean, absolutely plays the Eagles twice, and that's the best matchup for tight ends. So someone you could probably scoop up on waivers and shallow leagues. Curtis Samuel looks to be back too against Seattle. So this offense is getting healthy. That could be good news for Antonio Gibson and Taylor Heinicke as a streamer because they're going to get healthy with their skill position players. Trey Brown, one of the top cornerbacks for the Seattle Seahawks, is out against Washington. That's a slight boost for Terry McLaurin owners. Carson, Penny, and Homer all out this week against the Washington football team. That means that DJ Dallas is someone I like to monitor because he's the only player behind Alex Collins. Collins has struggled this season on the ground. DJ Dallas did provide a spark late in that game last time, so maybe DJ Dallas is someone you could scoop up and see what happens this week.
Bob, beautiful as always, succinct, to the point, all caps, though, on Big Ben.
Oh, well, I copied and pasted from something else, and it just all capped. And I looked at it, I was like, do I want to change it? I said, fuck that shit. I got to go.
Nope.
Got to get started.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Forget it.
All right, we got Scotty Eminger coming in here. Scotty, the winner of the jersey giveaway last week. So congratulations to my guy, Scott, one of our longest and best supporters we have here on the channel. Good morning, gents. Standard League needs to start 2. Tone Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, or Kareem Hunt. Hunt is back, Bobby. Send his jersey request in. Who did he request?
I just saw because he didn't answer me on Instagram, but this morning he did send a message. He wants Tom Brady. I love to see it. Scott,
Scotty.
to be clear though, it is not signed. I saw you mention that in the thing. A Tom Brady signed jersey goes for about $2,500 in today's market. So unfortunately, it is not signed.
You're getting a stock jersey, but we got the Twitch. We got the Twitch and Twill, buddy. It's gonna be looking real good for you.
Does he give you
All
the
right.
size? Did he give the size to it? And to clarify, it's
Nope.
Tom Brady on the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah. Yes. Scott, send me your size because I don't know
Yeah.
what size you are. You didn't mention that. But we're
Buck
also
Army, Bills Mafia. So we got Hunt.
this is getting given away
Mitchell.
today too.
We got a Torrey Holt giveaway going on too, folks. Get on in that super chat. Don't be afraid. Dip your toes in the water. The water's just fine. Antonio Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, Kareem Hunt, Bob. Standard league.
Yeah, this could be a tough question. I like to take the wait and see approach. Gibson is in a great spot this week against Seattle, so I'm playing him and Mitchell. Mitchell against that Vikings front, I think he's going to have a big day. I think I'm going to take a wait and see approach with Hunt to see. He's been out for an extended period of time, so I actually am okay with Gibson and Mitchell in this scenario.
Yeah, I mentioned this briefly last week. I said I was like hoping and praying that Jeff Wilson Jr. did not have a monster game, and it worked out in my favor because I have Elijah Mitchell everywhere. And he will play today, and I am excited to see him play. So I'm rolling my boy out there. Let's go Mitchell and Gibson. I'm in on that. I am excited to have Kareem Hunt back in a couple of leagues, but I am also going to take that wait and see approach, especially in a standard format. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Gibson and Mitchell as well here. Wait and see on Hunt. I have to start him in one league, but if I had either of the two other options, I would opt for them. So good luck today, Scotty. You deserve every bit of it.
Scott, make sure I had to reset the lineups, so make sure in the FanDuel challenge for this week, you reset that lineup. Make sure you go in today and redo your lineup because it's a free contest. All you got to do is become a super chatter, and you can get in on the free end for the FanDuel piece.
Yes. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. It's Fragger. Thanks for tuning in early. As always, pick 2 in a full point PPR. Patterson, Joe Mixon, Deebo Samuel, and DJ Moore. Buck, who you got?
I almost want to go Cordell and Deebo here. I think that's what I'm leaning towards that. It feels dirty. I feel slightly skanky after that, but Cordell and Deebo.
Yeah, I guess Jacksonville, right? Yeah, I'm actually going to go DJ Moore and Deebo Samuel here.
Receivers,
Wow.
full point PPR.
Yeah, I'm going Deebo for sure. So that's one of them. But I'm going Joe Mixon. I want the running back here. And Joe Mixon's been solid all season. I'm nervous about Patterson. DJ Moore, I know he's been good with Cam back. But I'm going to go Joe Mixon. So we're not much help there.
Yeah, I'll switch it over to Mixon. The more I think about the injury concern and just how inept that offense is for Atlanta. God, Joe Mixon, though.
Playing Pittsburgh today.
It's not a good matchup, dude. But I'll flip it. I'll go with somebody that I know will get the volume here. Joe Mixon, Deebo. But that one's close. And Fragger, always with the first question, always with the hardest hitters. Appreciate you, bud.
There you go. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you're hitting that like button on YouTube for us as well. It helps us with the algorithm. And don't forget to get in the Super Chatter contest on FanDuel. Take us down. Scotty Eminger just smoked us last week.
Yeah, we got smoked. My team stunk. But this week I got a heater.
Love it. So do I. Dennis, what's up, buddy? Kicker Guru. Bills Mafia in the house. Would you drop Ridley now to free up a slot for AJ Brown, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, AJ Brown's on IR, right? So we know he's out for the next 3 weeks. He must be in a shallow league because of this option. But we don't know it, Ridley. I don't know if he's ever coming back. At least I know AJ Brown will be back in 3 weeks for the playoffs. So I'm okay with it, especially because I probably believe a little bit more in Tennessee than I do Atlanta at this point. So I'd be okay doing this. I just don't know. I haven't heard a single thing on Ridley. He is eligible to return now because he was on that NFL list. Have you guys heard anything about Ridley possibly coming back? Because I haven't. No. So I think I would take the known 3 weeks with AJ Brown versus the unknown with Ridley. So I get it.
Yeah, but let's say if both players are healthy and mentally good to go, they're at their peak. Who are you taking there?
So then give me a second because I'm going to look at the playoff schedules. So you feel free to fill in, say things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm okay. I like the upside with Brown. And as we saw with the Titans last year as they started their playoff run, that's a team that as they get more into the season, they do end up throwing the football more. There is no Derrick Henry. I'm fine with that move. 100% fine with it.
So
man, AJ Brown's been disappointing this year. Just really disappointing.
So my rest of season out wide schedule for the playoffs only. So we're probably seeing those guys back then. Atlanta has the second toughest perimeter schedule during the playoffs. And Tennessee's not much better, but they are better, about like the 7th or 8th toughest schedule. So both guys don't really have much going for them from a scheduling standpoint, but I just lean AJ Brown because I just think that continuity, at least with the familiarity with the scheme and all that, because Arthur Smith did come in and Calvin Ridley really hasn't been there to build that chemistry in the new offense with Arthur Smith. So I'd rather take the continuity with AJ Brown.
Yep.
There you go. All right, it's Fragger. Pick one. Pats defense versus the Titans, Panthers versus the Dolphins, Texans versus the Jets, or Titans versus the Pats. Bob, who you got?
Patriots.
Patriots, you would say that, Bob. Dude, I'm going with Texans versus your Jets. Zach Wilson going to come in there, throw 3 picks today. Watch it happen.
I got the Texans in my main league, so I'm all with that. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm going Texans here.
I'm going Patriots as well. I said it last week or the week before. I think the Patriots are arguably the best team in football right now. It's crazy to watch them. And that defense is humming. I'll take the Pats. Sleek, what's up? Bucky, you're up first here. Need 2.5-point PPR. Jeff Wilson, Rashad Bateman, Kareem Hunt, or Ty Johnson. Hands are pretty tied this week. Yeah, it's not pretty, buddy. Buck, who you got? Bucky? I think we lost Buck.
Did we?
Am I here?
I got burnt last night. Like the first 2 weeks we were here, Buck was just sitting there, and I thought he froze. And he's like, "No, I'm here." So I don't know if he's frozen or if he's just stoic like he always is. So it's hard to tell.
See me waving my hand.
Nope.
Yeah, let's. This is actually the thing with Kareem Hunt is like I don't think I have ever been right about Kareem Hunt ever, right? Because he's a backup running back technically. And he does get involved here and there, but I think this offense like needs Kareem Hunt. They need that guy because Baker's so banged up. He needs that outlet. He's just getting crushed. But this Ty Johnson against Houston thing. I just think that like if you can't play Ty Johnson against Houston, right? I just think in my opinion, the best player is Kareem Hunt. You're going to probably play Kareem Hunt in this scenario. Bateman, I'm not 100% sure yet on what's going to happen with Marquis Brown, Sammy Watkins all back. So I'm probably going to lean Kareem Hunt.
Me too.
The matchup's brutal, though, against Baltimore. But I think I'm just going to take the talent out here and go with Kareem Hunt.
We need 2, though, Bob.
Oh, and then it's Ty Johnson.
Okay.
Oh, then it's easy. Yeah. Right.
Bucky, who's your 2?
Am I back?
Yeah, Buck.
All right, we're gorgeous down here at the bottom, baby. Now I know how it feels. Kareem Hunt, Ty Johnson.
I always knew it. In the end. I was questioning myself about being the bottom, but in the end, it was you the whole time, Buck.
It was always me.
It was always you, bud.
That was a strategic play to get on the bottom from Buck. I'm going to go Kareem Hunt and Ty Johnson as well.
It really was.
Hey, Chris. Thanks for tuning in. Sam Crow Nomad, what's up? Joining on Twitch. Happy Sunday to you as well. Andriotti, thanks for tuning in. Gibson, Hollywood, Elijah Moore, or Melvin Gordon, PPR, need a flex. Buck, who you got?
Hollywood Brown.
Ooh.
Yeah, Elijah Moore against Houston. With no Corey Davis? It just seems to make a lot of sense. But I'm going to go Antonio Gibson here. Yeah,
for me, it's actually between Gibson and Moore as well. I am going to go with Gibson. So good luck to you, Andriotti. Bob, any updates on Saquon and Nick Falk?
In.
Both in. There we go. Saquon, also disappointing this year. Only got one share of him, thankfully. Dennis, half-point PPR. Start 2, 1 receiver, 1 running back. Javonte, Judy, Mitchell, Beckham, and Claypool. Bob, you're up first. 1 receiver, 1 running back.
Mitchell's in. That's easy for me. Man, Judy is just a safer play. The matchup's just terrible, though. He's not going to against Chris Harris in the slot. I just feel like it's a no upside there in that matchup against the Chargers. So, I would take a little juice here and probably lean. Let's see the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's playing who today? I'm sorry. Cincy. Yeah. Pittsburgh average. Yeah, I'll take the Claypool, and I will take Mitchell.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to go with OBJ. That would have drove me up a wall and probably off a cliff or off my balcony there. So I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm going to go Mitchell and Claypool, even though I faded him, and I fade him in general, but I'm fading Beckham. I'm fading Judy for the reasons that Bob stated.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same too. I'm going to go Mitchell and Claypool. And Bucky, just to reassure your Joe Mixon pick, I just saw the bottom line scroll by that he's scored a touchdown in seven straight games. So there we go. That's a Bengals record. We're going to make it 8
flip
today,
for
boys.
you. Flip-flopping.
There we go. Andriotti, standard. Pick 3. Fournette, Patterson, Gordon, Hunt. Bob, we need 3 of those 4.
Man, oh man, guys, this morning. What's up with the Melvin Gordon questions? Yeah, I know the situations, this seems a little weird, but I think I'm going to stick with that one. Gordon, I guess. Fournette. Jeez. Yeah, I'm going to stay with Fournette, even though I know Ronald Jones was involved last week, so I'm good with Fournette there. Cordell Patterson's so involved. How are the Jacksonville Jaguars against pass-catching running backs this season? Do we know? Let's see what we got here for you. Not good. Interesting. Okay. I am going to go Fournette, Gordon, Hunt.
Not good, meaning it's a poor matchup, Bob?
It is. It is actually a poor matchup.
I'm going to go Fournette, Patterson, Gordon. I think the Gordon thing is going to haunt you, but you're dealing with the same situation with Gordon that you are with Hunt. And with Hunt just coming back, wait and see approach for me. Gordon, I mean, he's been what he's been, which is a middling running back, low end too, and that's who he is. So I'm gonna stick with that because I think you get production and you got upside there with Fournette towards the end zone, and then you have Patterson with the receiving. So I'm gonna go with those 3.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, Patterson's still a game time decision, right? I mean, this could end up being a really easy call here. So it just makes me nervous. A high ankle sprain to come back after only 1 week off. That's kind of rare. That thing's still sore. Fournette, Gordon, and I'm gonna go Fournette, Gordon, and Hunt. I'm gonna keep it easy there. I don't trust that. I mean, one bad tackle on that thing, and
I'm shooting upside here, boys. That's what I do every week.
They need him out there. There's no question they need him. I mean, the Falcons are terrible. It's tough to watch that team.
It's the worst. It's the worst to watch this year. I'd rather watch the Jets.
Right. Chris Gross wants to know Melvin Gordon, Jalen Waddle, Elijah Moore for flex in PPR, Buck.
You go Waddle. Like the matchup, like his involvement, like his quarterback too, Jalen Waddle.
Agreed.
I'm going to go Elijah Moore, but it's a close one for me. So there you go. Go with Jalen Waddle, Chris. Good luck, buddy. Dennis dropped Darius Leonard. Jordan Brooks owns and has 3 upcoming matches, 15 through 17. I could stream Deion Jones. Opinions.
It's IDP. Yeah, no, I don't have anything for you. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I mean, I'm not dropping Darius Leonard. I've got him in 2 IDP leagues, and I'm just not doing it.
I'm not doing it either.
There you go. What do you think of my G?
I think G is a cool letter in the alphabet. My buddy's dad is named Gary. Great guy. That's G.
Great guy.
I don't have any prominent G's in my life. I used to have a Gary. But that was way back in there. I don't think I have any good G's right now.
Yeah, I got 1G.
1G.
I mean, I could
All
use
right.
a G. If you have any references, what do you think of my G? If you guys want to, shoot me a quick note on Twitter or Instagram about your G, let me know. We'll get that involved in my life.
JT86TN, full PPR. I know your name's in this Torrey Holt helmet giveaway a few times as well, so stay tuned. 6-point passing TDs, 1 point per 10 yards passing. Wilson or Hurts? And at flex, well, let's do that first. Wilson or Hurts, Bob?
Sticking with Hurts.
See, I'm gonna opt Wilson here. 6-point touchdowns. I think it's a big game for Russ. One of the better matchups of the week. Hurts has been consistently in that 25-point range. I just don't see him getting up to that 36 level that I actually do see for Russell Wilson this game. Russ.
I'm going Hurts, even though I'm a Hurts hater. I just don't think he's very good, but the fantasy points are there for sure. I'll go Hurts, and then at flex, DK or Deontay also has Najee. If that matters, Bob, who you got? DK or Deontay in a full PPR.
Man, you must be really loaded at receiver if that's your flex options. I am actually going to go. I'm going to go Deontay.
DK.
Deontay
I'm going
for
full.
me.
Oh, Lord have mercy on both of your souls.
DK's been pretty disappointing this year.
Is it just a
well.
complete Seahawks fade? This is a good matchup, Bob. What am I missing here?
They stink.
It's not that. It's just that, Russell Wilson is still working his way back from this finger injury, and it's not been good the last couple weeks. Washington football team has corrected their early season struggles. They have been better against receivers. I mean, DK's not a fade. I'm not fading DK. You just asked me if it's between him and Deontay Johnson. To be fair, Deontay Johnson I'm super high on. So it's not like I'm not fading DK. It's just I have to choose between those two guys in this scenario.
Sure.
So
It's a
that's
good
what
point.
it is.
Sam Crow Nomad, good luck, buddy. Just got to keep winning. That's all. Ty Johnson, Elijah Mitchell, or Kareem Hunt, Buck?
Elijah Mitchell. Good
Same.
luck out there, Beach.
Yeah,
Hey, Beach.
Beach. Same for me, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I will go Elijah Mitchell. You know that's my guy. My kicker guru. Here you go, Bob. McPherson, Gay, Gonzalez. Or do you have other suggestions?
Yeah, I sent the list out on Wednesday's show in my matchup metric. If you can't get the main guys like Nick Falk, I really like the Denver kicker today. McPherson is up there. So I'm actually going to go McPherson in this scenario. He's high on him. Actually, I'm in on all these guys, Zane Gonzalez as well. But in my metric, it actually is McPherson is the highest of all these guys. But him and Zane Gonzalez are tied, technically. So you can go Zane playing against Miami, or you could go McPherson going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm fine with both those options.
I'm going Zane if it's my choice there. Ryan on Twitch, Claypool or Waddle, Bob?
Waddle.
Yeah, I'll go Waddle this week as well. I saw your article. I read your article. Nice work.
Thanks,
Bob.
man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you sold me on Waddle.
It only took you 12 weeks.
No, I normally just listen.
Right.
I love the slot stats, man. That's
Yeah.
that's my thing. So, I started reading now. It's easier for me to digest the information and retain it if I read it.
There you go.
Steve, hope you had a good Thanksgiving as well. Start one in the flex, PPR, Pitts, Higgins, AJ Dillon, or Landry. Bucky.
I don't think we
I like AJ Dillon.
even if Jones is in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steady involvement increasing.
So I don't know if we can even make this decision before, right? Because you'd have to make that. You're not going to find out if Aaron Jones is in until after the 1:00 games are already started. So
Correct.
yeah, I'm going to still go AJ Dillon too. I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm actually good with AJ Dillon, even if Jones is in. I'm gonna go AJ Dillon of this crew. Just can't trust.
We're
Pitts,
starting
man.
a backup running back over Kyle Pitts. That's where we are, folks. That is where we are.
God, all I ask is every single person just take a look at Kyle Pitts' game logs this year. And after you do that, tell me if he's been a good pick in the 4-5 turn. Like, honestly, like he had two big games in a row. And then after that, it has not been worth it. So listen, he's probably the best rookie tight end of all time, but that doesn't mean much for fantasy this year. So he's not a must-start player, even at tight end in bad matchups. He just offers you something that most tight ends don't, right? He offers you a nice ceiling, but he just hasn't hit it in like a month and a half. So
they just don't throw him the ball enough.
I know,
even with the injuries and this lack of talent on this team, they don't throw him the ball enough. It's infuriating.
Well, the other thing too is he's not a tight end traditionally. Like the way they use him as a receiver. I mean, if you look at his stats, he actually runs most of his routes in the slot like he's a slot receiver. He does not play in line at all. So when you're looking at it, he's facing a lot of corners versus linebackers and safeties, and he's not as good against cornerbacks as he is against tight ends and safeties. So hopefully when he gets more involved and understands the offense better and he can block a little better, he plays more of a traditional tight end role because then he can face those safeties and linebackers. And I think that's where his struggling is coming from because he's playing so much slot because they don't have anybody either. Like, what's the point of throwing out Oladides Zakitis like for days and then trying to hope that wins? At least Kyle Pitts offers you more than him. So I get it, but I think that's causing the struggles for him too.
Never knew you felt that way about Zacchaeus.
I know. I mean, every time I almost feel like I'm going to sneeze every time I say it, but it is what it is. I get through it every time.
Bob, and I mean, if it tells you anything about my confidence in Pitts, that was my tight end in our league we playing together, our bigger money league. And, my team is absolutely stacked everywhere, and I had to go make a move for Kittle. I had to make a move because I just can't feel like I'm going to win a championship with
It's the offense. It's the offense, and it is mind-numbing to watch. I hate watching any Falcons. I hate it.
Matt Ryan needs to retire. Big Ben needs to retire. Just get out of here. You're no Tom Brady's,
What do you mean?
The
problem is it's Josh Rosen and Mason Rudolph behind them. So trust me, I'd rather have Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger. So
this is true. All right. Traps life. Love it. Gaskin or Freeman for RB2. Let's start with that, Buck.
Jeez, this is like.
I'm going to go Freeman. I'm going to go upside on Freeman. Freeman has had double-digit carries the last 3 weeks. I'm going to go Freeman. I don't trust the running game there in Miami whatsoever. They brought in help. Freeman.
That's crazy. These guys are tied for the fourth worst matchup in my metric. Jesus. I am actually going to go with Buck here and say Freeman as well.
I will also go Freeman. I trust that offense a bit more naturally. And then we're going to go Cooks or Sutton in the flex, Buck.
Oh, man. Go with let me get Sutton in there.
It's Cooks for me.
Man, Sutton's also been disappointing. I was pretty high on him. He had some big games, and I'm going Cooks. There we go. Good luck, Traps life.
By the way, Traps, I see you down there saying, damn, get to the Twitch questions. We go in order. We got questions from all over. We see all of them. We just go in order. If you super chat, you want to get to the front of the line, give us a couple bones, give a couple bones to Good Sports. That's what we're here for, bud. So thank you for your patience, and we got to your question.
There you go. Harris, Jalen Waddle, or Van Jefferson in a standard format, Bob?
Still Jalen Waddle.
Waddle for me as well. In PPR, Elijah Moore, Melvin Gordon, Jalen Waddle, Kareem Hunt for flex.
Going Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle and PPR.
Yeah, I will go Waddle as well. I got a feeling Kareem Hunt's going to have a game, though. Let's see. Christian G, pick one. Melvin Gordon. Wait, is this the same?
Yeah.
Same question. We got Christian G and Chris Gross. And next up on the board is Chris Gaines, Garth Brooks' alter ego.
Either way, we are going Waddle. I see what you're trying to incept us here. Christian Gross, Christian G, Chris Gross. You're all in my head now. Landon Kutcher, Ayuk or Nick Westbrook, and Logan Thomas or Fant. Bob, who you got?
Ayuk all day. Not even a question. That Minnesota matchup, juicy. Love it. the Logan Thomas situation, I mean, the matchup's good. I just don't know what to expect from him right now. I just think the problem with the Denver Broncos is they have so many good pass catchers that they don't have enough volume to go around to everybody. So Fant hasn't really been doing much with Judy back in the lineup. So I'm going to take the upside. But the thing is, like, Logan Thomas sounds like he's in, but as of today, he's not been, activated yet. So if you're going to do Logan Thomas, you need to get the backup. It's not Ricky Seals-Jones either. And I forget the name of the guy off the top of my head. I'll look it up. But yeah, I'm going to lean Logan Thomas in this one.
Bucky?
I'm going to go Ayuk and Fant. I don't like players coming back from IR.
Fair. I'm a Logan Thomas fan, though. I'm definitely going Ayuk on the first one. I'll go Logan Thomas, assuming he's activated here. We'll know soon. I read Claypool has bad turf toe. Still start him over Judy. Wow. Yeah. Or would you rather start Van Jefferson over both of these guys, Bob?
The Packers have been a little bit susceptible to perimeter receivers. We're not 100% sure yet what's going on with Odell. Sure, if you don't feel confident in the turf toe for Claypool, I would pivot to Van Jefferson should be fine. I just think Judy is like a safe play, but he's going to probably get you like 10 points in PPR, 10 to maybe 11 points. I just don't see a big day for Judy, but he's a fine high floor play. But if you're looking for some juice in your lineup, Van Jefferson should be a decent play.
I mean, I don't know. Van Jefferson is an enigma. I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. It just seems to come and go like the wind. I'll go with Claypool on a bad toe. You ever dealt with a toe, Bob?
I have not, no. I stubbed my toe a couple times, but nothing major.
Listen, I've broken both of my big toes. They're still broken. They click when I walk. So,
Bucks, are you going to make it to softball on Thursday after the tumble you took 2 weeks ago, the golf cart incident the day before? I mean, it's just been it's been ugly out there for old Bucky.
Bob, I got ran over by a golf cart on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we talked. You were so excited about your 2 golf outings, and then you got hit by a golf cart. Okay.
Well, let's just say there were beers. There were beers had, and a buddy of mine that would charge a golf cart was cruising in a golf cart, and I decided to act like him and charge the golf cart. I tried to. The plan in my brain was to get about 8 feet out and then just spin move to the left, but I was wearing golf cleats on cement and just had no traction at that point. Tried to do the spin move, did not hit it, and just took the golf cart on knee first.
So,
and yeah,
man,
Jesus. And it was full speed cart,
so
and there were trees, so he couldn't move. Like, it was just the worst scenario.
Was there any spin, or you went to spin and your body just didn't move at all, or you kind of?
That's exactly what happened, Bob. I went to spin, I had nothing. Nothing, and that's when you accept fate right there. And
I don't think I've ever tried to spin and not spun. Like that's a scary moment. Like Buck, I feel you, man. Those are things you don't want to happen in your life. I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
It's okay. I feel good. I feel good. I mean, I'm definitely banged up, but I feel good. And I'm gonna go out there on Thursday. It's a playoffs, baby. What do you think I am?
I love it. All right. Listen, man, Buck, we're glad you're here because we have a couple things going on today. Right, if you want to take that comment down for a second, I just want to talk quickly about some of the things we're doing today. First thing we got going on today is our FanDuel Challenge. Last week, Scott won the jersey. Guys, we're giving away a jersey. All you got to do is become a super chatter or be a part of the TCK Pod Venmo. All you got to do is donate to the show, and we'll get you in the jersey, $1 or $2, and you get to join a free contest on FanDuel where you can actually win a chance to win a jersey. All you got to do is beat us, beat myself, Sky, Jordan, the whole TCK and Fantasy Focused team. The number 1 team on the week will get a jersey. And if they beat us all, great. Gave one last week to Scott. We're excited. Tom Brady jersey going away. This is a jersey of your choice. If you don't have a FanDuel account, make sure you sign up at FanDuel.com/fantasyfocused. That will help us a lot. Then send us your username. You can do it on the chat here, or you can send it to the Fantasy Focus, my username on Twitter, or any of our apps or whatever. We'll get you into the lineup for a chance to win the jersey. The second thing we're doing today, too, because we're just crazy people. It's Thanksgiving. We want to give. We're also giving away a helmet today, guys. A signed Torrey Holt helmet to any of our super chatters. If you donate to the show, you'll get a chance enter to win. If you donated the last couple weeks, you're in for a chance to win the Torrey Holt helmet. So make sure you guys are doing that today. A lot of giveaways. We're giving away the helmet. All you got to do is if you're on Twitch or Facebook and you're not on YouTube, all you got to do is use the TCK Pod Venmo. Throw $1. We'll get you into the contest as well. You can actually hover your phone over that QR code, and it will take you right to our TCK Pod Venmo to get involved. And finally, remember, all of our donations go to Good Sports. Goodsports.org is a charity organization that donates equipment to underprivileged communities to help kids play sports. So 10% of every one of your donations that go towards winning a helmet, potentially winning a jersey, but it also goes to Good Sports. So we're excited about our partnership there. We donated $100 last month. We're hoping to donate something close to that again this month. So if you become a super chatter, you get a chance to win the helmet. You get a chance to join our FanDuel contest, win a jersey, and 10% goes to a good cause.
Love it. All right, here we go. James, good to see your name again. You're back. Need y'all to come in the clutch again. Got a flex question. Pick 3.5-point PPR. Claypool, Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, Javonte, Judy. Thanks, y'all. Bucky, who you got? We need 3.
I'm going to go Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, Javonte Williams.
Same. I just think the Javonte Williams thing, the guy looks really good. The matchup, I know the injuries to the line, I just brought that up, worries me a bit, but I think Javonte Williams, man, should be a great second half player. So I'm good with that too, Buck. I'm going to go Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, Javonte.
I will go with the same 3. Good luck, James. We are in agreement here. We're feeling good.
Good luck, Jimmy.
Shower beer. Need 2 of the following in a PPR. Miles Sanders, Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, and Jerry Jeudy. By the way, shout out to Jordan. I know that was one of his players to go after down the stretch here. It was Miles Sanders. And I was kind of hating on it because I'm not a Miles Sanders guy, but he's looked good. Bob, who you got? Need 2.
Miles Sanders and Elijah Moore.
Same 2.
I will also go with the same 2. Good luck, shower beer. Nick, Ty Johnson, DJ Dallas, or Burkhead in a full PPR, Buck.
Oh, man, I'm between Ty Johnson and Burkhead here.
Same.
I'm going to go Burkhead. I like the situation better. And plus, I just love Rex Burkhead. Whenever you get a Rex Burkhead little sighting, I start to get a little antsy in my pantsy. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I don't. Yeah. You know, this is a tough one because these backfields, we're not 100% sure yet what's going on. But Rex Burkhead, I talked about this in the player trend show yesterday. They tried to go David Johnson early. It did not work. And then they went all Rex Burkhead after that. So I'm going to lean Rex Burkhead against the Jets.
I am also going to go Rex Burkhead. I did not think that in the year 2021, in week 12, we'd be talking about Rex Burkhead. There's no way you could predict this.
There's always a Rex. Where there's a Will, there's a Rex.
All right, back over to the Twitch machine here. We got Pittman or Moore. Bob.
DJ or Elijah. I think I'm going to go either Moore over Pittman.
I'm going to go DJ over Pittman, but I won't go Elijah over Pittman. Pittman over Elijah.
I think I don't love Pittman today because you know the Bucs are going to be putting the pressure on Wentz, and Wentz makes bad decisions when he's got pressure on him. I'm going to go either Moore. Javonte or Damien Harris, full PPR, Buck.
Harris is that big Q that is kind of dragging me down a little bit. Like I feel like, you know, I'm trying to jet set on my speedboat, but I got the damn anchor down. I feel a little bit weird about Damien Harris. I'm going to go Javonte Williams.
Oh, it is DJ Moore, by the way. He just commented down there on the
then DJ Moore. Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, it's Harris for me.
I'm going Harris as well. Good luck, JT.
You don't feel any consternation surrounding this, fellas? None?
No, I talked about it in the player trend show. You know, it's Damien Harris was the early lead back. When the game got out of hand, they went Stevenson. It looks like it was Stevenson end of game, but really it was still Harris's backfield. I think he's going to get you 15 touches. And listen, they are missing 5 starters on the defense, and most of those guys are up front. 4 key starters. They're devastated at linebacker in Tennessee. I just think that Harris is going to get it done. And all 5 – listen, the Patriots' offensive line was banged up all year, and then over the last 2 weeks, they have finally gotten all 5 starters back. And when they have all 5 starters, they can run the football very well. And I think I'm leading Harris. I'm actually even thinking Stevenson could be a decent play today. Tennessee is a train wreck. They're just so injured. It's insane. And I just think that the Patriots are going to handle business.
Who
Patriots.
would you rather start?
Super Bowl.
Stevenson or Hunt, Bob? Asking for a friend who might be named Buck.
Yeah, it's a question of matchup versus for. I think I'm going to go Stevenson there because the Baltimore Ravens are just one of the bottom 3 matchups for running backs when it comes to that metric. So I think. Yeah, I'm going to lean slightly Stevenson there. He's going to offer you a high floor at least. And I think they're just going to get it done on the ground today.
Hey, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Kenny Galladay or Evan Ingram?
Never Kenny Galladay right now. Kenny Galladay has to earn it. He had 2 targets versus 7 for Slayton. Slayton's actually the preferred Daniel Jones target for some. Listen, Galladay is the truth. I love Kenny Galladay. I literally love him. I love him. He's my favorite receiver. And he came to the Giants, which is 2 + 2 equals 18 apparently because it doesn't work. But at the same time, it's just Evan Ingram, the matchup is like Buck brought it up on our show on Wednesday, the best matchup for tight ends. I don't view Evan Ingram as a tight end. I don't. So it's a definition of like common sense, which Buck is trying to give you, which is like, hey, the best matchup. He's on the field. They're decimated at receiver. They're decimated at tight end. So Evan Ingram makes a bunch of sense. But my stupid analytics mind that I have sometimes, I'm like, but Evan Ingram's not a tight end. He plays as a slot receiver. So I'm like, so do the smart thing. Listen to Buck. Evan Ingram over Kenny Galladay.
There we go.
It's gut over glory, Bob. Gut over glory.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree.
Nick, sit one. Freiermuth, Higgins, or Waddle? Bucky, who are you sitting?
Higgins. Patty the Batty. Jalen Wad piece.
Can I just one caveat to this whole thing we just talked about, Buck, too? Calais Campbell was DMP on Friday. If Calais Campbell's out, I think the Browns run ravage over them. Calais Campbell's a monster for that Ravens run D. So maybe if he's out, I would actually be okay with Hunt in that scenario.
Calais Campbell's like 36, right? Like he's an
so
old ass
though.
Man.
But he's just a behemoth in there.
Know,
and they're also
good.
down Brandon Williams. They're also down McPhee, whatever his name is. So they're going to be down. They could be potentially down 3 defensive linemen, and they get Jack Conklin back. So I could see a scenario where I would take the upside because I think Stevenson's going to be good. He's probably going to get you 10 points. I think Hunt can give you more juice. So if you need that juice, I think I'd be okay. If Campbell's out, I would lean Hunt actually in that scenario. Anyway, all right, back to this.
Who are you sitting?
I am sitting Higgins in this scenario. I'm going to go Waddle, and I'm going to Patty Freiermuth. Let's go. I picked him up in our big money league. He's my guy now. I'm super stoked. Let's go.
Love it. All right. I will also sit Higgins here. And then Nick wants to know, we need to pick 2 here. Full PPR. Elijah Mitchell, Javonte Williams, Jacoby Myers, Devonta Smith. Buck. We need 2 of those 4 in PPR.
I'm going to go with Smith and Mitchell.
Jacoby Myers. Oh man, poor guy can't get a good matchup if he wanted to against Tennessee's all right though. He's just so kind of boring, right? Is this full PPR? Yeah, Elijah Mitchell's my lock. And I'm gonna go for the gusto. I know the injuries up front are probably bad for him, but I think I'm gonna go Javonte and Mitchell in this scenario.
All right. I'm going Elijah, and I'm going with Buck on this one. Devonta Smith. There we go. Good luck, Nick. Thanks for tuning in.
Jacoby Myers is like just vanilla ice cream. There's no chocolate chips.
Right.
No cookie dough. Just vanilla.
Stevenson or Ty Johnson, Bob?
Geez. God,
Standard league.
Did you guys watch Stevenson against Atlanta last week? I mean, I sat him in two of the leagues I have him, and I was sweating every time he touched the ball. The guy is so explosive. I thought he was going to take everything to the house. I was like, oh my God, it's so crazy. So I'm kind of like borderline obsessed with Stevenson, but we have to be realistic, right? He's a 1B back behind Harris, and then Bolden gets the pass work. So as much as I would love to say Stevenson here, I'm going to take the Ty Johnson against Houston in non-PPR.
I'm rooting for Rockets in flight afternoon delight with the Houston Jets matchup. I need this to be the shit bowl that turns into a beautiful eclipse on the evening sun. That's what I need here. I need Ty Johnson. I am banking on him just to stay involved in 2 different leagues. I need Ty Johnson. I believe in Ty Johnson. And Bob, you hit the nail on the head. When you're the 1B, Ty Johnson today is the 1A. They got nobody else. And I hope to God that this game is back and forth. And I think it will be. It is just a shit fest of epic proportions. Ty Johnson heavily involved. Please, dear God, do this for Buck. Just do it for Buck.
Come on. It's a Tevin Coleman day, dude. It's gonna happen there, Buck. You guys are
Tevin
wrong.
Coleman
I'm
is a lost
sorry.
dream.
Dude, when in doubt, go with the talent. Ty Johnson is not good, okay? Ramondre Stevenson, you just talked about how explosive he is, he's electric.
Oh, so good. He's so good.
Let's go.
You're not going to flip me by your negativity here, pal.
I don't know. He almost had me. He almost had me. I'm like, he's so explosive.
Bob, I saw you turning. I saw you turning in the moment.
I almost got on the flip.
So good. So good. Love it.
Traps life. It's all good, buddy. We go in order here. Right now I'm at 10:40. We're only what is that? 17 minutes behind. It's fine. We're killing it. Victor, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I need to. Well, you don't even you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, do you?
They got Canadian Thanksgiving, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I need to pick 2. Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson. This might be a fantasy focused league. Looks like a super flex.
I'm gonna
super flex.
I'm going to go Hurts and Russell.
Bob.
Newton and Hurts.
Oh, man. I'm going Newton and Hurts.
I'm quitting the show. I'm quitting the show. Russell Wilson, he legitimately has the best matchup on paper this week. And I understand, Bob, he's got the finger. He's got the figure. Is he hurt? Is he not? He's got the best matchup. I'm trying to take the tangible things that I can put my fat hands around and grip onto. And that's what I'm trying to do with this matchup, Bob.
Yeah, I get it. That's great. I appreciate you looking at the numbers, man. I love it. So let's do it. I'm still going to go with the guys I picked, though.
There you go. Van Jefferson or Brandon Ayuk for Harris. I'm going Ayuk.
Ayuk.
All right, there we go. Clean sweep. We got another Russ Wilson sighting, Buck. For Micah, Herbert or Russ Wilson?
Take a guess.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm going with Russ. Russ
Okay.
bus, baby.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah, it's still going to be Justin Herbert for me.
Herbert for me. Hashtag fade Russ. Hashtag fade Buck.
It's not a fade. Listen, I'm not. I want to say this. Russell Wilson, I love him. I do.
Same.
So maybe Buck's gone to something here. I'm starting. His passion. When one of the crew members is passionate about something, it does pique my interest. So I went from full fade on Russ to I'm interested in him now in some capacity because of Buck's passion.
There you go.
Thank you,
Mini
Bob.
Jordan, full PPR. Who is worth a stash? DJ Dallas, Naheem Hines, Boston Scott, Bob.
I think it's DJ Dallas, in my opinion, because of the injuries at the Seahawks running back position. Hines has fallen into his role, and it looks like they're going to lean on Jonathan Taylor extensively throughout the down the stretch because they need to win games. They can't play around anymore. And then Boston Scott is very dependent on Jordan Howard's health. It doesn't seem like it's a long-term injury for Howard. Sanders is back. I just think that DJ Dallas – listen, Alex Collins is a journeyman. Whether he looks good or not, he has been bouncing around the league. That's the only guy in front of DJ Dallas who was chosen by this staff. So I think Dallas makes some sense here.
Yeah, DJ Dallas for me. Miami.
I will also – yeah, I'll go DJ Dallas. Micah, PPR, need 1. Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, or Tyler Lockett. Bucky.
I can't bench Justin Jefferson. It's JJ.
Oh, yeah, true.
I can't bench him either.
Yeah, I don't have the balls. Justin Jefferson.
There you go.
Ballless
DJ.
beauties on this show.
Yeah.
Who won this trade? I traded Melvin Gordon and A.J. Dillon and Brandon Ayuk, received James Robinson and Ramondre Stevenson yelling at us here. Who won?
Well, I mean, you're trading away. So A.J. Dillon, I understand. If Aaron Jones plays this week, you might have, you sold high on A.J. Dillon. Melvin Gordon is going to be the 1A, maybe rest of the season. I don't know anymore. Ayuk I love, but I think J-Rob is someone I'm trying to buy, but I just don't know what your who's going to be. Is your flex now Ramondre Stevenson instead of Ayuk? I think that's a downgrade. So I think maybe it's a wash. Slightly lean James Robinson because I really like him rest of season.
Yeah, rest of season schedule there for J-Rob is super good.
Yep.
Promising start to the career for Ramondre, no doubt about that. I would opt to have the upside of A.J. Dillon and Brandon Ayuk here, and the steady tendencies of Melvin Gordon. It just calms me. It's like a nice honey cough drop, just gets me right back down to level. He's the honey cough drop of the NFL. That's what he is.
I think it's kind of a wash too. I mean, a couple of weeks ago when I joined you guys on Wednesday night or whatever night it was, J-Rob was my rest of season play. So I'll lean that side. There you go. DJ, good luck, buddy. Sleek, full PPR, Elijah Mitchell, Devonta Freeman, or J.D. McKissick. It's Elijah Mitchell for me.
Correct.
Mitchell.
There we go.
Good luck,
That's
Sleek.
my guy. I think I fleeced him because Jones is coming back. That's fair. Whatever.
A.J. Dillon's still going to have a role, man.
Oh,
He
yeah,
is.
I agree.
Believe it or not, I mean, that is a guy who brings just absolute tree trunks of legs to the table. If we're talking tree trunks, we're talking A.J. Dillon. And we're talking tree trunks, we're talking about winning. That's what we're talking about.
Love it.
All right, Ryan on YouTube, Goddard, Gronk, or Fant?
God. Dallas Goddard. Love him.
You going Goddard?
The matchup is Gronk, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Colts are terrible against tight ends. So I'm just going to lean into that. But I love Dallas. I mean, how are these the options? I mean, I love Dallas Goddard too, but I'm going to go Robbie Gronkowski.
I'll go with Bob Gronk.
I will also go with Gronk. It's hard to bench him, man. When he's out there for the Bucks, that offense
Such a
looks a lot
presence.
better. He has
presence.
a major presence in that offense. Go Bucks. Okay. Mike has got a tougher one here. Need a flex. Pick one in a PPR. Jalen Waddle, Elijah Mitchell, Tyler Lockett, Antonio Gibson, Buck.
Micah. Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, same. Elijah Mitchell.
That's my guy. It's always Elijah Mitchell for me. Always.
It was close between him and Waddle for me.
I like Gibson this week too.
Yeah, I think the line. I mean, listen, they don't have anybody in Minnesota on defensive line, so I think it's just going to be a complete smash day for Elijah.
There you go. Meth wants to know Mike Williams or OBJ. Bob, I think you're up first here.
So this week the Chargers are facing Pittsburgh, right? Am I missing? No, that was last week. I'm sorry. Chargers have Denver this week.
Correct.
You're down Kareem Jackson in the secondary. Yeah, I'm not ready to go OBJ yet in this scenario. I'm gonna go Mike Williams.
Never OBJ, always Mikey Dubs.
Yeah, I'm going Mike Williams too, man. I need to see it from OBJ. Come on, man. I'm not starting that guy, especially not in week 12 when you need to win, most likely.
Meth, is Meth coming in from Denmark? That'd be fantastic if he is.
I don't know. Yeah, let us know. I'd love to know where our listeners are at. Tim Westby, make sure you stay tuned, buddy, because we're giving away that Torrey Holt helmet. I saw your name in there a couple times this morning when I was taking inventory for the last couple of weeks. Hope you had a nice Thanksgiving as well. Burrow or Cam? Let's start with that, Buck. Who you got?
We go with Cam.
Yep. It's Cam, baby. I mean, he's back. I love it. It's all about Cam today. I sat Dak for him, which is going to be painful, I guess, but we'll see if it works
Lord.
out. The good news is we'll see if Cam can get it done with his legs today.
I'm going to go Burrow in the rivalry game. I think he gets it done today. Dolphins D or Titans D? Bob.
The Titans are just so banged up. I'm not really excited to start either of these, to be honest with you.
I agree.
I think the Houston Texans would be a better matchup this week if you can get them. But if it's between these two specifically, I actually think the Eagles DST is one that no one's talking about against the Giants. I actually kind of like this week too. So if you can get the Eagles or Houston Texans, but in a vacuum, I'm not playing. I can't really say either. I guess Dolphins, maybe. I don't know. I don't like either of these, to be honest with you.
I would go
Dolphins. I don't like the two options there. Houston, I think, would be a good one for you. Go with Houston if you can. Buck Army.
Arthur agrees with us. Stevenson is better. Well, I don't know. I like Harris, man. I don't know that you can.
I mean, geez. Listen, Harris is good. He's really good. But Stevenson is just like, when you watch him, he looks like he's shot out of a cannon. Like,
Right.
It's amazing. Like, it is true. And like that Atlanta game, when he's on an island game, you actually get to watch his touches. Like, I remember watching that, sweating every single time and he actually had a big play called back in that game too, a nice reception. So, unlimited touches, he's getting you double-digit fantasy points and half-point PPR almost. It's just like crazy.
They're the salt and pepper. Which one do you like more, salt or pepper?
Right. Yeah,
but they can go together too. So
this is true.
They go together brilliantly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
all right. Sawyer wants to know Kendrick Bourne or Westbrook Akeen today. PPR, 16-team league. Tyreek and Hopkins on a bye. Love it. We're getting deep here. Who we got? Bob.
I'm okay with Nick Westbrook in that game. So I'm actually going to lean him in that matchup.
Kendrick Bourne.
I'm going to go Westbrook Akeen. Sorry, Buck.
That's okay. We got Harris contributing. Get him in the mix here, and he has two questions, fellas, that we're going to run through here.
Harris, if he has a FanDuel account, send us your information. We'll get you in the league.
Yeah, shoot us a message, bud. We'll get you in there. Adam Thielen or Mike Evans, standard league. I'm going to roll with Thielen on this one.
Mike Evans.
Oh, it's Mike Evans today. Big game for Mikey Evans. Let's go. Oh, Harris, just comment your username there in the chat if you have FanDuel. If not, go to our Instagram and use the link to sign up so we get a little bump there.
And then Stevenson or Brandon Ayuk, non-PPR, so a standard league. I'm going to go Ayuk. Big game for Ayuk today.
Same.
I'm going to go Ayuk as well. There you go.
Good luck out there, Harris.
Good luck. Got you entered to win the helmet too. All right, back to me. Breck, who should I sit this week? Hollywood, DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, Waddle. PPR. Need to sit one.
Elijah Moore. A lot of Moores in that bucket there, bud. 2 to be precise.
Hollywood's still banged up, right?
Yeah, but I love him.
He's so good too. He's good. But great. Oh, good. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to fade Hollywood Brown in this scenario. I like DJ Moore against Miami, Elijah Moore against Houston with no Corey Davis, and Waddle's one of the guys I like too against the Panthers. So I'm going to go those 3.
I will also fade Hollywood. Good options, though. You should be fine, man. Good luck. Is this the week to pick Zach Wilson on FanDuel in a tournament? Bucky says he's throwing 3 picks today.
No.
I mean, yeah, I'm not doing it.
The low cost, I mean, the tough part is we lost a lot of guys because of the Thursday games. And then,
right.
One of the guys I really like is Heineke, who plays Monday. So it's not even on the main slate. So I think Tyrod Taylor's probably my buy down option that I like. But he's not even that cheap. I mean, he's like 7,400. If you're on FanDuel, DraftKings is where I would say DraftKings is the better site for value buy downs. So if you're going to really buy down, you can get a better discount on Wilson on that site than you can on FanDuel. If you're playing FanDuel, just kind of go a little bit chalk at the quarterback position. But Tyrod's someone I like as a buy down option this week. Even Trevor Lawrence against Atlanta, I think is better than I would say Zach Wilson.
There you go. There you go. Ooh,
We got
sticker.
Asian boy with 3 eyes and 2 exclamation points. We got a question here from Asian boy. Rager or Keelan Cole? All the receivers hurt. Oh, Asian boy, AB. I'm just going to call you AB. AB, this is not a good situation that you find yourself in, my friend. And I understand why you have to come to us to try to help you through this. I'm going to go Keelan Cole here.
I'm assuming in this scenario, like Westbrook, so Corey Davis is out, Denzel Mims is out. So Keelan Cole has the best matchup on the week out wide with Elijah Moore, theoretically speaking. If Donovan Peoples-Jones is not available, I would say like those kind of deep names, I'd be okay with Keelan Cole.
Yeah, Keelan Cole for me, Asian boy. Appreciate the support. I entered you in to win. If you're on FanDuel, let us know. Comment your username. Bob will send you the invite there. If you don't have one, go to our Instagram or just go to fanduel.com/fantasy focused. And today is the last day. You deposit $20, you get $20 for free. It was a Thanksgiving special. So you just got to follow that link in our bio or just go to fanduel.com/fantasy focused. Get yourself a free $20.
Yeah. And also just a reminder, guys, win a jersey today. If you guys sign up for become a super chatter, send us your FanDuel account. We'll get you in our tournament. The top team wins the jersey of their choice for $1. You donate $1, we'll get you into a free contest to win a jersey, folks. It's a no-brainer, and it'll have some fun. You play against all of us. If you beat us and you finish first in the tournament, you get a jersey. So why don't you join today?
There you go. Start Westbrook, Aheen, Stevenson, or Bourne. Full PPR, Bob.
Yeah, it's Stevenson here.
Steve.
Agreed. Harris, we answered Mike Evans, Bob and I. Bucky went with Thielen. Garrett, Marquis Brown, or Rashad Bateman. Scared with Brown coming off injury. Or I could also pick up DeAndre Carter, return points league.
Ooh, yeah. That's a tough one, man. Carter's been decent, even in the receiving game lately. But I think in this scenario, I'm still going to go talent. I'm going to go Marquis Brown.
Yeah, I'm going to go Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm going to go Hollywood as well. Fredley, what's up, buddy? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Fredley, my guy. Get some chicken wings today, bud.
JT.
We got JT joining us.
Dude, this is the most pro Jonathan Taylor podcast there ever was.
Oh, God, that's my guy. I've been saying he's the best running back in football all year. He's going to win me some money this year. I'm feeling it.
At least most leagues, he was drafted later first round.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't scoop him up at the turn. So most folks knew it, but he is really showing it right now. And it's a huge game today. He might struggle a bit more than what we saw against the banged up Bills, but you can't stop a train that's going full speed, baby. You just can't stop it. You can only get in front of it like me in the golf cart, and then you end up with a ragged knee.
Right. Real quick, who is the number one pick this year? Is it Jonathan Taylor or is it McCaffrey?
JT, it should be.
Yeah, I think JT because of the injury concerns. But CMC just keeps missing time. Even when don't get me wrong, CMC is just, it's 1 and 2, right? And then Cook at 3. I think it's the easiest top 3 you can probably find.
Right. There you go. What's up, Drift Cat? We're doing great, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning in as always. Pick
Hell
2
yeah,
in a PPR.
Drift Cat.
I can just see
Bucky.
I just think when I think Drift Cat, I think like some sketchy cat just kind of floating around outside my house. And every time I walk outside, it's kind of like hovering around me and shit. I like it. Drift Cat, you're like our fantasy football version of that. I appreciate it.
I like how you went for like a tangible thing. Drift Cat, all he does is Tokyo Drift. So he's got his Honda Civic and he's drifting hard. And he's also a cat. You know what I'm saying?
In the car, driving the car, a cat that drifts?
No. Like he's a cat. You know, like you'd say, hey, you cool cats and kittens, like Carol Baskin,
God.
that crazy bitch.
Holy cow, that's so much cooler. I like that.
Yeah, so he drifts.
Man.
He's Tokyo drifts hard.
That's good stuff.
Real
man.
hard.
Touche. Yeah.
Buck, you're up first. He needs 2 in PPR. Marvin Jones, Devonta Freeman, Rashad Bateman, Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson lives. He is back.
Listen, this is a big time slot matchup for him, buddy. Bob, I know you know it. I know you feel it. I got Bob Anderson and Devonta Freeman here.
Yes. Okay. So the Freeman situation, I guess I may be overthinking this, but last week him and Lat Murray kind of like split work early on, and then the game got out of hand and went all Freeman because they were behind and all that crap. So I think Lat Murray is going to be more involved than we like. And a full PPR, I'm actually going to go Marvin Jones and Robbie Anderson this week.
But he hasn't meshed with my guy Lawrence yet. Like, that's the thing that bothers me.
The thing with this, though, is no Jamal Agnew now. He's gone. And that guy was taking up some work there. I think Chanel kicks into the slot. Then their third receiver is really not anybody notable. So now at this point, but also he's just continuing leading the team in routes every single week he's out there. I know he's like a trap meet, but Atlanta's just above average matchup across the board for wide receivers. They're not going to slow anybody down. I just think that they're an air yards team too. Like you could attack them down the field, which is Marvin Jones's game. So I just have a feeling that Marvin Jones in this scenario is probably a better option than Freeman. But Freeman, I think, is close. I think Freeman has been very good over the last couple of weeks, but the matchup against Cleveland's run defense is actually good. So I'm not overexcited for him. So.
Yeah, I'm going to go Rob Anderson and Marvin Jones as well. The Agnew thing, I think, is going to help there. So I'm with you, Bob. And then he wants to know Stevenson or Brandon Ayuk in a standard format.
Brandon Ayuk.
I will go Ayuk as well this week. C-Dog, thanks for tuning in as always. Hunt or Hollywood in a full point PPR.
This one is not really. It's just more of like, who do you believe in? A hurt Hollywood or a returning Hunt?
I'm gonna go returning Hunt, man. I just, like you said earlier, they need him out there. Baker's banged up. I could just see him catching 5 balls, little dump offs. They need him badly. So I'm gonna go with Kareem.
Yeah, it's just the Baltimore Ravens matchup is so bad. It's the second toughest matchup for running backs in my metric, and Kareem Hunt. Fuck it.
Think of him more as a receiver this week.
Hunt does not matter. Like I'll tell you this. I am always wrong about Kareem Hunt. I don't know what it is. He's my kryptonite. I don't know. Because like as soon as I'm like, okay, Kareem Hunt, let's do it. He gets like a normal backup running back game. He gets like 6 points. And then I'm like, you can't trust him. He's a backup running back. He goes for 20. So I'm over it. Just always Hunt. Just play him. And that's that. Play Kareem Hunt. There
you go. Reflex, AJ Dillon or Henderson Jr.?
It's Henderson.
Yeah, I'm going to go Henderson as well in this scenario.
Hendo.
Bucky. Hendo. Okay, there you go. Thoughts on my trade? I traded AB, Brandon Cooks, Kirk Cousins, and Kamara for McLaren, Kyler Murray, and Miles Sanders. Who won?
You won.
I think you'll I'll take your side of the deal there, Arthur.
Sure.
Kyler.
Need a kicker report. Gonzalez, Gold, or Sly? Thanks. Go Buck Army. Buck, take over for 1 minute for me.
Where are you at?
11:03.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. We're in this scenario. We like Zane Gonzalez, but the Denver kicker today, for some reason, I'm forgetting his name, and I don't know why. Anyway, but Denver, Cincinnati, and Carolina are my top 3 matchups for this Sunday. If you can get those. So that's Zane Gonzalez, that's McPherson, and that's also the Denver kicker. And I don't know why I'm blanking. I literally picked them up in a league. You know who it is? I can see his
I don't
face.
do kickers. I don't do kickers.
Sorry to hear that.
They're all faceless men to me.
Oh, wow. That's hurtful. McManus. Brandon
McManus.
Brandon McManus is my number 1 for this Sunday slate. If you can scoop him up, then it's McPherson and Zane Gonzalez, folks.
All right, Tim Westby coming back in the mix here. 2-point PPR, needs a flex and a wide receiver out of Bateman, DJ Moore, Collins. I'm assuming Alex.
Yeah.
But, we got 2 Collinses. So is Nico Collins is in the mix here as well, and then Laviska Shenault. I'm going to go DJ Moore and Shenault.
Correct. I agree.
Wow, I'm correct for once. We got another slide question here. We got another slide question from Fat Tony 818.
Ooh.
What do you think about slide today?
San Francisco's up there in my metric, actually. They are number 10. So they're a top 10 matchup this week. So I'm good with Sly if you want to play him. I think he's good. Him and Greg Joseph are up there. too, but I lean slightly towards the McPhersons, the McManus, and Zane Gonzalez, but I'm cool with Sly. I actually think he's going to be solid today.
He's got Jonathan Taylor and Cup. You're welcome. We are humbled to be in your presence, my
I know,
friend.
seriously. You can pick my team next year.
He's doing pretty good right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, this is a good one here from Anuna. Kyle Pitts or Gronk, having a really hard time deciding, rightfully so. Kyle Pitts or Gronk this week here, Bob?
Going Gronk, man. Never fails when he's healthy.
I'm going to go Gronk as well. I mean, the thing that stands out is the Bucks, when they don't have Gronk, you watch them and you see how much they're lacking that explosive threat up the seam, which is Gronk. You've seen Gronk when he comes back, he's an immediate impact player. Period, point blank. And that offense, it needs Gronkowski. He's such a great blocker too. That's what I love most about Gronk. He absolutely levels linebackers, Pop. It's what the guy does. And if you got a full, well-rounded tight end like that, I'm not going to go against it. I gotta fade Pitts. My Pitts love is kind of fading as we stand. Darius, Tua or Teddy in a full point PPR? I'm going to go with Tua here, Bob.
Yeah, against Carolina, that's tough, man. I mean, Carolina is one of the better, toughest matchups for quarterbacks this season. Teddy B, Denver against the Chargers, banged up offensive line. I am going to actually lean Tua.
It's close. I had them actually back to back in my rankings. So
it's the full PPR that leads me Tua. I can see Tua.
Well, the full PPR, Tua. Yeah, he
gets you every time.
All right, we got G Rady. Pick 2, wide receiver, flex, PPR. All right, so we need 2 wide receiver and a flex out of MVS, Claypool, and Freiermuth. I'm gonna go MVS and Freiermuth.
I love Pat Freiermuth. I really do. So I'm cool with that. The Claypool thing, I mean, I didn't really see much on this toe injury that people keep bringing up. MVS had a nice week last week, but then they get Allen Lazard back. Green Bay against the Rams. Let's see.
I'm going the 2 Steelers.
God, I don't know, man. Chase Claypool's been kind of boring this year. He has not popped off in forever. And now
really
they're
boring is an understatement, Bob.
I know.
It's been terrifying. He's got 1 touchdown. He's 6'5". Throw the guy the damn football. They just don't do it in the red zone.
Yeah, I don't know.
9 targets, Bob. 9 targets in the
Are we
red
really
zone.
buying this MVS? I mean, listen, I know Allen Lazard was out last week. He caught a long one, but are we really buying into MVS as a consistent fantasy guy now?
No.
I mean, I don't see it.
Most valuable substitute, buddy. MVS, most valuable substitute. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Steelers.
Yes, Bob. Come on in. The water's warm, buddy.
Oh, right. Okay. Not the first time you said that to me. And it was cold last time.
Frigid even.
Yes, right. If you will.
QB2, start Teddy B or Matty Ice. Listen, Friendly, you could be in worse shape. These are both really shit.
Oh, Matty Ice.
I'm going to go Matty Ice. Marty.
Yeah. Oh, Marty's coming out today. I'm going Marty Ice over Teddy B for sure. You know what's terrible in my Dynasty Superflex League that I play in with Buck? My quarterbacks are Teddy B, Marty Ice, and Daniel Jones. It is ugly. So I gotta start 2 of those guys.
Oh man, how do you even wake up and take a shower every morning? I feel like I'd be dirty all the time, just accumulating dirt with that roster. I'm gonna go Marty Ice there, bud. Good luck, Fredley. Good to see you in the chat. All right, Chris/Christian/Chris Gaines.
He just keeps asking the same question.
I know.
That's the same question.
I
don't know that he's getting it. Let's just give it again. I mean, I went with Waddle and I went with Gordon.
It's pick one though.
We need one. We went.
Oh, pick one is Waddle.
Waddle, I think. Yeah, I think we went Waddle.
We went Waddle. 4th time's a charm there, Chris. Good luck, buddy.
All right, you got the comments there, Leave. You got a super.
Yeah.
Got them.
Yeah, I got the comments. I'm good.
All right, JFK coming in hot. What's up, Johnny boy? Playoff spot locked up. Boom. You've been with us all year, John. We're here to help you, and you're also doing a lot of good work on your own. So tip of the cap. Good luck in the playoffs. Full PPR needs one. Devonta Smith, Damien Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, Javonte Williams, or Alex Collins. Full PPR needs one from that mix. Bob, we'll go to you first, and then you, Levy.
Damien Harris and John, don't forget you're a super chat. That means you get into the giveaway for the helmet. And send us your FanDuel username. We'll get you in the contest to win the jersey today. So my pick is Damien Harris. And make sure you send us that username.
Yes, there's a few in there that hasn't commented their username yet. So make sure you comment it or sign up and use our code. Get in there. Get yourself a free jersey too. I'm also going to go Damien Harris. This is a tough one, though. I like Devonta Smith a lot. I'm going to go Damien Harris, though. I think he finds the end zone today for sure.
I'm gonna hit a resounding 3-for on this, Damien Harris.
There we go. We go
Right.
Rams.
Rams or Browns? I always opt for the Rams. Period.
Yeah, I'll go Rams as well.
Rams against the Packers, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's gonna be a tough one.
I'd rather see you go pick someone else up than play either of these. But you don't want to drop the Rams D with a playoff spot locked up, right?
Well, who are they playing in the playoffs? Before we even answer that, what's the
True.
what's the playoff schedule? So let's see the Rams. Well, we can take a moment. Rams playoffs. Rams schedule. Let's see what we got going on here, folks. They got obviously the Packers. Then they got the Jags, Cardinals, Seahawks, Vikings, and Ravens. So their playoff schedule is Seahawks,
Not great.
Vikings, Ravens. So what do we think about that? Don't love it. You're not going to be excited for any of these. I mean, if Russell Wilson gets it together over the next few weeks, that's not going to be a great one. Then you got the Vikings. Kirk Cousins has been pretty consistent this year. And then Ravens with Lamar.
John, let us know if you got any other options, man. I don't know. I don't love either of these matchups this weekend. So.
Texans and Eagles.
Are you rostering Devontae Booker or something like that where it's just I can't stand it? He was my break point this week where I was like, every roster I own Devontae Booker in. And I understand he could have a decent day today. I just drop him. He's gone. So any flexibility there, get Houston, line him up against the Jets and see what happens.
There you go. I'm on board with that.
All right. No, we had other questions.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'm up. I don't know how that happened. Here we go. Pick 2, DK, Deontay, and Mikey Evans, Bob.
Deontay and Mike Evans.
Deontay's in. I'm going to go DK. I like the matchup more. I'm sorry.
Man, it's Mike Evans and Deontay for me as well. Mikey Evans leading the league in touchdowns at the receiver position. Let's go. He's getting 2 more today. Timmy, PPR need a running back and 2 wide receivers. Devonta Freeman, Javonte Williams, DJ Moore, Ayuk, Cooks, Anderson, Elijah Moore. Thanks, Buck Army. Bucky, you're up first. So you going Devonta or Javonte? And then we need 2 of those receivers.
Man, that's fucking crazy. These are all guys that we kind of like, too, in some capacity this week, which is nuts. That's tough.
I'm going to go Devonta Freeman, Florida State boy. He went to Florida State, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was a long time ago now, like 10 years ago.
I know, right?
And then I'm going to go DJ Moore today. I feel good about DJ Moore.
2 receivers, Bob. 2.
Oh, 2. Ayuk and DJ Moore.
Man, I literally wrote about like Ayuk, Cooks, Anderson, Moore. Like what? This is nice. Javonte Williams, and then I'm gonna go Ayuk and Cooks.
I'm going Javonte with Bob on that one, and I'm gonna go Ayuk and DJ Moore. So that is your answer, I believe, right? Yep. There you go. Tim,
we got a super, but I gotta give this one some credence here. From Ted Nugent, 81, Big Ben or huge ass.
Huge ass.
It's huge ass all the time, man. It's
Yeah.
always been huge ass.
I like it.
All right. Scotty coming in here. Buck Army. Pick 2. We need 2 quarterbacks here. Newton, Stafford, Bridgewater, Lawrence. I'm going with the first 2, Newton and Stafford this week.
Correct.
Same for me, buddy. Good luck, Scotty. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to draw here in about an hour for our winner of the Torrey Holt helmet.
Scott, also make sure you put that FanDuel lineup back in. I saw you put it in earlier, but I had to switch it up. I changed the league. Make sure you resubmit your lineup this week for that FanDuel contest. We're giving away a jersey to the player who has the highest score on the week in our FanDuel challenge. All you got to do is beat us, become a super chatter, $1 donation, and you get a chance to win a jersey this week, folks. Get in on the action.
There you go. We got 6 in so far, right? I'm looking right now. I'm going to win this week, boys.
Just a real quick Ted Nugent story. So in college, we went to a bar pretty much nightly called the Salty Dog Saloon. And at this bar, there's a great jukebox. And it would be a tradition at the bar right around like 10:30 p.m. to get one bar stool out in the middle where all the people were congregating. And then we'd play Stranglehold from Ted Nugent on the jukebox. And everybody, as they drank their beer, had to put their foot upon what we would call the rock stool. So it was the rock stool because we were rocking a Ted and drinking beers. You know, I sound like a douche. I promise you I am. But it was a great time. It was a great time.
I love it, man.
Cordell Patterson is officially active today, folks.
All right. There we go, Bob. This is what we pay you for, bud.
Thanks.
That's good stuff.
All right. Dame wants to know on Facebook. Full PPR. Good options here. Cooks, Elijah Moore, Miles Sanders. Who you got, Buck?
Ooh.
I hate Miles Sanders with the heat of 10,000 embers. I'm going to go Cooks. I like that. It's going to be a shootout. Cooks.
Miles Sanders for me.
I'm going to go Miles Sanders as well. Good luck, Dame. Thanks for tuning in on
I
Facebook.
can't trust Miles.
He does. As soon as you think he gives you hope, he takes it.
I know.
He does.
You're right.
It is a fact. That Raiders game unearthed just the most pure hatred that day when he got 6 carries in the first 4 minutes and then he gets hurt. Oh, it was terrible.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without Miles. I've been waiting for so long.
I love it. Drift Cat showing us some more love. Dame's got another one. Brady against the Colts or Herbert against Denver. I'm going Brady. Go Bucks. What about you boys?
Brady.
Thomas.
There we go. Harris. Just saw you followed us on Instagram. Appreciate the support there, buddy. Miles Sanders or Gibson, Buck?
Gibb.
Sanders.
Man, we got... I'm going to go Gibby on this one. You know, I can only trust Miles Sanders so much. I'm with Buck. Buck Army.
Tone.
There we go. Travis, Hunt or MVS, standard scoring. Hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you did as well, Travis. Bob, who you got? Standard scoring, MVS or Kareem?
Kareem
the Dream.
I will go Kareem as well. Machiavelli Dadon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Pick
boy.
one as
Like
a
it.
flex.
It's a bop and a boop. Let's do it.
Just rolled right off the tongue, you know?
Hey, old LaMarco blood running through this one.
Oh, hey, the Italian. Hey, I might be a ginge, but this boy's Italian, folks.
You're
All right. Van Jefferson, Kendrick Bourne, MVS, McKissick, or Boston Scott. God bless you as well, Machiavelli. Bucky, who you got here?
Wait for half second here. Bob, you're ginger? You got red hair?
I do. Yeah. Look at that.
That's a beautiful, beautiful mane.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
God damn, your hairline's in a lot better shape than mine. I won't do the hat review.
Well, the good news is if you have any issues with your hairline, you can always go
Care
to Care
Factor.
Factor. Skincare
Yes.
for hair.
Yeah, skincare for hair. I need a lot more than that. I need surgery.
You
I
need
need
plugs.
implants. Yeah, I need plugs. Okay. It ain't good up here, Bob. I mean, I'll just do it. Hey, look at this thing. It's looking like the goddamn Red Sea on the right side there.
Well, the Red Sea parted, so it'd be this way, right? It's more of like a mountain building there. It's all right though. I think you got a good grill. I mean, you're aging like a fine wine, Buck. Don't worry about it. You're gonna look great. Don't worry about it. Well into your 40s, so you'll be all right.
You're gonna love the way you look, Buck.
I guarantee it.
Guarantee it. Nice.
Yeah, Van Jefferson, Kendrick Bourne, MVS, McKissick, or I'm gonna go McKissick here. McKissick, Machiavelli, hit him.
Oh man, this is ugly.
The best matchup for pass catching running backs is the Seattle Seahawks. So it's McKissick for me.
Bing bong.
I wish I knew if it was PPR though. I'll go McKissick. Fat Tony, one of my favorite guys on Twitch here. Arthur, Hunt or Gaskin, Bob?
Hunt.
I'm just laughing at the next comment on Twitch. I'm going Hunt as well. Bucks, who are you going with?
Hunt.
Why am I still starting Kyle Pitts? I don't know. That's why I'm still doing it in a couple weeks too, man. It's ugly.
The sad part is we all believe in the player and we see what he brings to the table. He's had some of the best catches in the NFL this year, but he's just not used enough. It's a bad situation. Like, can you imagine if he was in Tampa? Can you imagine how he would be utilized? If he was in Buffalo, it would be insane.
New Orleans would have been awesome. Like that old Jimmy Graham role would be just sexy.
All right. Traded Pitts for Darnell Mooney. I already have Knox. I love this trade. Mooney's my guy. I think that's a great trade, dude.
Doing his thing, man.
All right, Nuke on a bye, tuning in. Wentz or Tua. Patterson is playing. Or are you starting Stevenson over Patterson? No, I'm starting Patterson. I will go Wentz over Tua. What about you, Buck?
Tua is not a great matchup. I believe in him, though. And Wentz is not a good matchup either. He's been playing better. Tua.
I'm going to say Wentz in 6-point, Tua in 4-point passing touchdowns. Don't know. There you go. That's how I feel about it. It's close.
You starting Patterson over Stevenson?
Correct.
Yes.
There you go. 2-point PPR. Pick one. Jones Jr., Chenault, or Kareem Hunt. Buck Army. Your boy, Buck. You're up first.
Chenault. PPR.
2-point, right? Yeah, I'm going to go Chenault 2 here.
I'm going Kareem. Christian, I see you comment again here. Apparently, you just haven't been paying attention.
No. He got us. He checked in.
Jalen Waddle. Really need the win. Ubiquitously. Full point PPR. Need a running back and a flex from Elijah Mitchell, Elijah Moore, and Javonte Williams. Also have Jeff Wilson on the bench, but I assume Mitchell is starting. Yes. Thanks as always. Bob, who you got?
It's Elijah Mitchell. Need a full point PPR. We need a running back and a flex. Elijah Mitchell and Elijah Moore.
Yep. Same two for me, Bob. You really nailed it there.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate the enthusiastic, you're really pumping me up. And it only takes an hour and a half to get into it, but I like that, man. I appreciate it.
That's what I try to do, Bob.
I know. I love it.
I will also go Elijah and Elijah. Good luck, ubiquitously. Need one in a full PPR. Miles Sanders, AJ Dillon, Kareem Hunt, Bucky. Need one.
Miles Sanders.
I will also go with Miles Sanders. There you go. Purgatory Judge. How do you think Jonathan Taylor will do? I think he finds the end zone. I don't think he runs for more than 125 yards, though.
Well, if he were to run for 125 against that Bucs front with Vita Vea, that'd be a hell of an undertaking. And what a performance. And honestly, if that happens, Levy, Colts win that game.
Oh, I agree. I think the Colts could win today. I do.
Oh, they could. This is probably, for my money, the biggest game as kind of a benchmark for where the Buccaneers are and where the Colts are. So both teams are kind of at that separation that what do you call that? The mesh point.
Crossroads.
That's a mesh point.
Mm.
It's a football
Well,
term. Football guys.
I don't gamble anymore, Buck, but if I was to set the over under for rushing yards, like I would guess it's like 92.5 for Jonathan Taylor. So like what would you take, over or under?
Over. He's that good, dude. He's that good.
I know he is. I'm going to take the under though.
Well, if the Bucks can shut him down, it's different. I mean, I think he's going to do just fine. I think he finds the end zone. I think like I'm going to temper expectations and say 88 yards, 90 yards, and a touchdown. That's still a great day in fantasy football. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to have it. He'll have a day. All right. We got another super down there, Buck.
Well, we got Drift Cat. Appreciate you. Keep drifting, bud. Keep drifting. You know?
Love it.
Whether you're just a cat roaming outside or an actual cool cat drifting in a Tokyo drift car. Either way, stay classy. We love you.
Listen,
dude, drop your FanDuel name in there.
Yeah, FanDuel, guys.
All right, I got to get on the weather. I've been slacking. I figure it's just damn cold everywhere.
I looked at it last night, Buck. There wasn't anything that stood out, to be honest with you. But
well, I'll tell you what the deal is here, Bob.
Okay.
That's what I do. Right?
Are you ready, or you want me to get in a question here?
Get a question in.
When do we consider starting to drop Ridley? Should have dropped him 3 weeks ago. But no, it depends. It depends
if
on
you have an
roster,
IR
man.
spot, you don't drop him.
Right.
If you have an IR spot, he's still pup. He's on the pup, so it's not like he's eligible for the IR. So, but yeah, it depends, man. If you have deep benches, I would keep him. I have him in one league, in our league. I just been waiting for him to miraculously come back. When I'm out of the playoffs, he'll come back and then be available. So I'm excited.
I just don't think they like at this point the season's kind of a wash for the Falcons. So like, why even bring him back? You know what I mean? Hunt, Gaskin, or Freeman, real quick.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with Hunt.
Same.
Freeman.
Okay.
All right, weather. It's looking real good. It's chilly, it's frigid, but the only real threat here would be Green Bay with some escalated wind probabilities here. You're up around 14 to 20 miles an hour, but that's it. I mean, everything is partly cloudy, overcast, a lot of clouds. I don't like to see the clouds. I'd rather have clear skies, afternoon delight type of thing, but it's not like that. It's mostly or partly cloudy in the majority of these stadiums. It'll be good. It'll be good.
You just love to hear that, No shitty weather today.
Well, Tottenham had their game postponed. There's a goddamn blizzard up in Burnley.
There you go. Sorry, I was just reading another comment. I wasn't really paying attention, Buck. I did not mean to.
Wow.
There you go.
Dude. I heard you, Buck. I'm sorry to hear the Tottenham game got postponed.
John Kennedy
gave
his FanDuel name. It's Bucket. Is that real? Is it really Bucket?
I hope it is.
I don't know. All right, moving on. Guys, don't forget to send us your FanDuel name if you gave us a super chat. Appreciate it. Machiavelli.
We got this one.
Oh, we got this one. Yep.
McKissick. Yep.
There we go.
We got the huge ass.
Yep. Got that. Dolphins or
wait.
Eagles D?
What is the FanDuel thing? Did someone say my FanDuel?
It's Bucket.
Bucket.
Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I got you.
And we're going to give away the Torrey Holt helmet here, signed helmet. It's a beautiful little lid, Giving this away in about 45 minutes if you want to get a last-minute Super Chat or Venmo in. Get your question to the front of the line, giving that bad boy away. If you've given us any love in the last 3 weeks now, you are entered to win that. I'm going to go Eagles D here for Tyler. What do you guys think?
Eagles.
I like it, man.
I like it too, Bob.
So if I start Mike Evans, should I start Gronk 2 or go with Gesicki? I'm going Gronk.
I would go Gronk.
It's Gronk.
There you go. Rashad Bateman or Boston Scott for Mike?
Bateman.
Bateman. Sure.
I will also go Bateman. Pack Goat. I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
Super PACs.
No, it's the conference, the Pac-12 GOAT. So someone apparently from the Pac-12 is GOAT.
I wish I could copy this so I could watch this. What did Rap Sheet say there? Anyone know about Galladay?
I'm getting on it.
I love it. All right, here we go. Higbee, Fant, or Freiermuth in standard.
Patty.
Oh, it's Freiermuth, baby. Love it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going Freiermuth as well. Half point PPR, pick 3, Devonta Smith, Hollywood Brown, Melvin Gordon, Scary Terry. We need 3. Bob.
Terry's in. I'm not going to fade him.
Right.
Pick 3. Trey Brown's also out too. Notable injury for the Seattle secondary. I'm going to fade Smith. I'm going to go Brown, Gordon, McLaurin.
Wow.
I'm going to fade Smith.
You're fading Smith as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to fade Hollywood. All right, kicker question. Got the Rams kicker, but playing in Green Bay. Stick with him or go with a different option playing in better weather conditions, maybe?
Ooh. The weather's not a problem, right, Buck? You just said it's a little cold.
It's cold. A little windy. But that stadium, no wind.
Oh, okay. There you go. I personally, you can do whatever you want, but Brandon McManus is someone I like. Zane Gonzalez and McPherson are guys that we're high on today. Jake Elliott, too, is guys I've been high on. But the Matt Gay thing is, listen, Rams are really good offense, so I get it. But they're pretty down there. They're outside the top 20 in my metrics. So I would favor McManus, McPherson, and Zane today.
There you go. Savage, yeah, same contest. I don't know which one's you, but I see Jason Zach got in. S. Wenz, Buffalo Place. I don't know which one of those is you, buddy, but
Buffalo Place is Scott.
Okay, got it.
He's the one that we got to watch out for.
S.
Yeah,
Wenz.
he cheated last week, so he's not getting a jersey now.
We're just
Is
kidding,
S.
Scott.
Wenz you, Savage? Oh wait, he's not in there. GPEP.
GPEP.
Got to invite GPEP.
GPEP. Invite friends. What's the actual spelling for his username?
GPEPP.
There you go.
GPE.
All right, there we go. Let's get to this super real quick before we get to the rest of the questions.
All right, we got Tim Westby here.
Tim.
Here's what's left. Chargers, Jags, Niners, or Vikings today. Oh boy. Best of what's left. I'm going to go Chargers.
Yeah. I think the Denver Broncos having 3 offensive linemen out this week bodes well. Plus, Jonathan Jones, one of their best players, is back off of the IR. Defensive tackle, been a good run stuffer for them. They also got some linebackers back over the last few weeks, so I like the Chargers.
There you go. It's actually GPEP 47. Savage is just.
Oh, God. GPEP just got a fucking invite. GPEP's gonna be like, I don't even fucking like these guys. If GPEP wins, he's getting himself a jersey. He doesn't even know who the frick we are.
All right. We got one more super box before I get back into the regular questions. Everton Jordan.
It's our boy EJ.
Love it.
Half point PPR. Kareem Hunt, David Johnson in the flex. I'm going Kareem the Dream. Get that dream shake going.
Everton Jordan. It's great to see your name. I'm definitely going Kareem Hunt here, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah.
I got you entered to win the helmet here. If you want to get in the FanDuel contest, just drop your name in there below. Bob will send you the invite. All right. Back to Tony. Bateman or Crowder in the flex, Buck?
Crowder.
Oh, man.
Yeah, against Houston. Yeah, I'm going to actually lean Crowder in this one.
Yeah, I'll go Crowder as well. Let's see. Jordan, Aaron Jones, or Van Jefferson? PPR.
It's Aaron Jones if he's in. If he's out, it's Van Jefferson. It's an easy one.
I agree.
Agreed.
Okay, and then in another league, pick 3. 1 running back, 1 wide receiver.
And then a flex.
Okay.
One
I was
running back.
gonna say. Aaron Jones, Antonio Gibson, Elijah Mitchell, T. Higgins, Odell, Van Jefferson. So we need 3 here. Bucky, who you got?
Tone Gibson, Elijah Mitchell,
And then we need
T.
a receiver,
Higgins.
I guess.
T.
Yeah.
Higgins.
Same 3 for me.
Yeah, I think the good news is Gibson plays Monday. So I would go Mitchell and Jones, I guess. And then if Jones is out, I'd play Gibson, which is fine. The receiver, man, this is terrible. I'm fading T. Higgins this week, unfortunately, against Pittsburgh. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Forget it. Just do T. Higgins. You'll be fine.
There you go. Shades. Standard scoring, 1 wide receiver and a flex. Harris, Mitchell, Higgins, Elijah Moore, Judy. Need a receiver and a flex in standard scoring, Bob.
That stinks, man. Harris and Mitchell are both starts, in my opinion. But I'm going to lean Mitchell and then Elijah Moore.
Yep, same too. Let's go. We are a pro Elijah podcast.
I love Elijah. Yeah, same 2 for me. Nope. All good. You're good, Savage. We got you the invite now. Corbin wants to know, Joe Burrow or Matt Stafford? Also has Jamar, if that matters.
Matt Stafford. Better matchup this week.
Coming off a bye. I like it. Buck, take over for 1 second for me. I'm also going to go Stafford. Be right back.
Yeah, Stafford's fun.
All right, C-Dog. This is the last question, Bob.
I like it.
We got to do the drawing whenever Levy gets a chance. Mitchell or Hollywood at flex, full PPR. I'm going to go Elijah Mitchell here.
Elijah Mitchell too, but I have some updates for us too. So there's a couple guys that are being out. So Falcons are going to be down Deion Jones, who's like their playmaking linebacker. That's a boost for James Robinson and company in Jacksonville. They'll also be down Mike Pennell, which is their one of their top defensive tackles. So something to root for there for James Robinson. Could be a solid DFS play today. I know he's in most lineups. The Texans are going to be down. Listen, I talked about this last week. Jordan Akins is not playing. He's been inactive, healthy inactive. That means Farrell Brown is like my dart throw, DFS, DK, great option. If you're desperate at a tight end position and you're not able to get a viable option, Farrell Brown is someone I like this week as an option. Justin Reed, top safety, one of the better guys in the back for the Texans. When safety, like the communication gets broken up in the back, that could be good news for Elijah Moore in the deep passing game. But he's also really good in the run game too. So that could be help for, guys like Ty Johnson as well and Coleman. Terrace Marshall, the rookie from the Panthers, is now healthy and active. We just talked about how Robbie Anderson's playing more in the slot. He is. Talked about this in player trends. So 60% of his routes were in the slot now. He's playing as a primary slot receiver. Top 5 in yards per route run last year in the slot. Shaquille Griffin, outside cornerback for the Jaguars, is out this week. That's a slight boost for the pass catchers, the receivers for the Falcons, if you're looking at a Russell Gage type player who plays about 60-40 outside inside. And then the Dolphins are going to be down safety Brandon Jones. I think that's just another feather in the cap for Cam Newton and company. Maybe DJ Moore. That deep passing game opens up a little bit when safeties are out too. So just a couple additional updates on top of the things we reported earlier today.
Thank you, Bob.
No problem.
On top of it, as always. The best in the business, they say.
Love it. Scotty just boosting his chances here. You're going to get us in trouble with FanDuel, though. We're not supposed to talk about DraftKings, I don't think. But it's okay, Scott. We'll do it for you, man. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Cheap stack today. Who I got? I got to look at some lineups real quick. Anyone come to mind, Bob?
Well, I'm going to open where we've been doing all FanDuel stuff. So I got to actually let me open up the old handy dandy DraftKings. Let's just jump on right now. We have some time to chat it up with the folks. Who's like the cheapest quarterback options this week? See, like Zach Wilson's 5,100 versus Tom Brady, who's the top play in the slate, 76.
Dude, how about Danny Dimes and Evan Ingram?
Yeah, maybe. Based on this, the cheapest stack that I think I kind of like is Trevor Lawrence and maybe Shenault would be an interesting one against Atlanta. Lawrence is only 5,400 at quarterback, and the average guys are probably close to like the 6,500 and above range. For the guys like Brady, Hurts, and all them are in the 7,000. So that's a cheap stack.
How about Ayuk and Garoppolo?
That's another good one.
I like that one a lot.
Garoppolo is actually not that. Well, he is 5,700, so that's not too bad. Yeah.
What about T-Law and Chenault?
Yeah, he just said that one.
Sorry, I was not checking my lineups.
You're like, what? Okay, guys, listen to this. What about T-Law and Chenault?
We've been doing this for too long, boys.
I like it, dude.
I turned my brain off for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, Lawrence has been ugly, but man, the Falcons team, that could be I love the crappy shootouts, like the crappy teams that potentially, that could be another Jets-Houston thing where we see some shootout potential in those matchups. But yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is my cheap one, but let's forget about cheap stacks. Let's think about it. What's the go-to for this week you think is a stack? Guys, like who's the quarterback you're just crazy about this week that you want to play? And who's the player you like to pair him with?
Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf.
Crazy.
Nah, Tom Brady and Mike Evans for me.
That is definitely up there.
Yeah, that's expensive, but
yeah,
I just think Mikey Evans finds the end zone twice today.
I was thinking about Newton and DJ Moore maybe.
That's kind of nice. Let's Johnny Vickers. Good to see your name. I just entered you in to win the helmet. If you want to get in the FanDuel contest as well, John, drop your name in here. We're giving away a jersey for that free contest for joining the super chat. Make sure you comment your username. We'll get that in. We're going to draw here in a few minutes once we get through these questions, but Darrell Henderson or Melvin Gordon, Buck?
Darrell Henderson.
It's not even close. Darrell Henderson all day.
It's Henderson for me as well. Savage? I didn't see you enter the contest yet on FanDuel, so make sure you get in there. You got about an hour till kickoff.
Harris is saying he did not receive an invite. Harris, what is your username? We'll get you, bud.
Yeah, put it in there.
Make sure when you go on the FanDuel app, there's at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a Friends tab. Click on the Friends tab. The league name is TCK/FF League. Make sure that's where you go. You might not get a notification, so make sure you go to the Friends section. I'm trying to see. I invited Bucket. Then I invited Swissness as well today. Tim Mann is on there. GZEP47 and GZEP, whoever GZEP is, you just got an invite. Congratulations.
I thought it was GPEP.
It's GPEP.
Yeah, GPEP 47. GP.
You said GZEP. You're scared.
I don't know. Whatever. GPEP 47.
GPEPP, right? 2 P's?
GPEPP 47. Yeah, I got it.
Harris is Harris YT.
Harris YT.
Can you handle that, Bob?
I don't think so. Say it one more time.
Harris YT.
Harris YT.
We'll do it live.
Bam, baby. Invite sent, sir.
Dennis,
go,
I'm
Harris.
never worried about Stafford being banged up. That guy is a tough SOB. He's always banged up. Rolando, just in case one of the big dogs goes down. Who are you stashing? Chuba, Carlos Hyde, Samaje Perine, or Devontae Booker, Bob?
Man. So Hyde, the Jags have like a crazy schedule in the playoffs. And Hyde's been ugly, but at least he's going to get a work. I mean, it's a great question. Who's got the best playoff? Buck, you go first. I'm going to look at the playoff schedules.
I'm going Chuba. I think when you look at this like from just a broader perspective, I just think the Panthers do more. I think from an offensive perspective, they do more. I want Chuba. And CMC with his injury, he's just one nick away.
Yeah, I just think Amir Abdullah started getting involved in the pass game a lot, but Chuba was getting like 20-something carries a game when he was playing, so I get it.
Hyde is okay, though.
Yeah, Hyde has the best playoff schedule amongst these guys.
I'm going Hyde. Bucky, this is funny. Once Bob answers this, I gotta read out Scotty Eminger's DM that you just sent to me here.
Okay.
I'm terrible at checking Twitter DMs. If you DM me on Instagram, I will answer a lot faster. But I finally checked Twitters today. So the tweeters.
We're good. I'm going to go Carlos Hyde. I think I'm going to take the shot.
Carlos Hyde.
I'm fine with Hyde.
All right. So Scotty said he's going to change his decision. He doesn't want a Brady jersey anymore. He's an XL, Bob. Write this down, Bob. XL.
Well, this is a Sky thing, so we need to get Sky involved again.
He says, I feel dirty getting a Brady jersey. Bills Mafia would kill me. I want Bucky to make my decision.
Wow.
Mahomes, Josh Allen, or Aaron Rodgers?
I like how he's like, I want you to make my decision, but here's the options I want.
Yeah. And there's only one Bill in there. It should be a Justin Zimmer jersey. Let's get real.
I mean, obviously, if it was like just blank slate, I would have gone Zimmer for him and he would have hated me for it. We can't do it. There's only one of us that really has a Zimmer jersey. It's one of one, folks. One of one, custom made. Josh Allen, I mean, you don't want the Mahomes. That'll make you feel way dirty. He beat us in the AFC Championship last year. That's disgusting. Aaron Rodgers, you know what? Doesn't even trust his family. You can't trust him. You can't hang his jersey in your house. Josh Allen, he's a man's man. It's Josh Allen. JA17. I get that clean white. I get the white jersey if I could choose.
There you go. I love it. Eminger, we will get on that this week for you. Check Twitter on Stafford. Yeah, whatever. Jordan, thank you for tuning in. Good luck with all your leagues as well. Harris, hopefully you got the invite now. Savage is making the perfect lineup. Jason Zach says he wants that helmet. I got you entered in here. We got a couple minutes, guys, if you want to get this Torrey Holt helmet. We've got the entries right here. I've been saving these for a couple weeks now. A couple more here. Chris, looking to start two of these guys this week as an RB2 and a flex. Mike Williams, Melvin Gordon, Miles Sanders, and Ramondre Stevenson. What do you guys think? Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate you tuning in. All right, Bucky, we need an RB2 and a flex.
Miles Sanders, Melvin Gordon.
Why do I keep forgetting Denver, right? I mean, Denver has not been that good against – I mean, they've been okay against freaking – dang. I think Miles Sanders is the guy I want. That's clear. After that, it's between Gordon and Mike Williams. And I think I'm going to lean – we have format here somewhere?
No, we don't.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with Melvin Gordon. Let's do Miles Sanders, Melvin Gordon.
Jordan.
All right. I will do
Jordan.
the same.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Jordan.
Had to balance out the screen here, get the nice 4 look instead of the 3. You guys were.
Now we have 2 bottoms.
We've been rotating on bottoms.
We're that kind of family, you know?
It's half point PPR. He just commented here.
All right, cool.
Jordan, what are you doing here?
Outside of being on the bottom, for these 2, we need a running back and a flex. So my running back is going to be Sanders here. And I think in a half PPR, I'll roll the dice on a big Mike Williams game this week.
Jordan, you missed it earlier. I gave you some props because I know in your rest of season you were high on Miles Sanders. So
I still am.
He looked. I know it. He's looked good. So I'm going Sanders as well, and I will go. I'm going Ramondre Stevenson, man. I don't know. So I guess Bob and Buck both went with Melvin Gordon as the option. So there you go.
I just want that. I want that floor. Like Gordon is a serious floor with a terrible ceiling. Like you have to be 5 feet tall to walk through that building. But some folks are less than 5 feet tall, mostly children.
These are just hard facts that we can't dispute.
All right, Jordan, you're up first on this one. Joe Burrow or Jimmy G?
I'll go Burrow this week.
Man, listen, you almost want to be cool and say Jimmy G. I feel like I want to be cool and say Jimmy G, but it's probably not him. But yeah.
I mean, that'd be a real cool guy move, Bob.
Real cool. I'd be the coolest guy. Yeah.
Nice try tuning in. I just entered you in. We're going to draw here by 12:15 latest for the signed Torrey Holt mini helmet. So I just entered you in there. Nice try. Appreciate you as always, buddy. So
I'm gonna go Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow for me as well. Savage is in. I see all you guys got in the FanDuel contest. Nice try. If you have a FanDuel account, comment it here. We're giving away a jersey on FanDuel if you can beat us all. Good luck. Tony Stuckey wants in. Tony, if you have a FanDuel, let us know. But I'm giving away the helmet here as well. You guys got 9 minutes left to get in the drawing for the helmet, and then we're going to give that away. We got another question here from Paulie D. My favorite Jersey Shore guy. Start 2. T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, Van Jeff. Buck, who you got?
Elijah Moore, T. Higgins.
Jordan?
So I'm gonna take a quick story detour. It's not as good as my Dallas Goedert dream, but
The Dallas Goedert dream still
I know,
resonates with me, man.
I can't top that one. I apologize. One day I'll have a better dream, but in high school, I think it was high school, maybe a little bit before, I was so into Jersey Shore, the Italian background in me, dressed up as like a guy from Jersey Shore for Halloween one year.
What did that
Put
look
on
like?
If I can find a picture of it, I'll show you guys. But
Did you have the
I had the chain, I had the Italia jacket, I had the sweat. It was like I'm not kidding. I had a sweat band, I had glasses. My high school girlfriend at the time put like bronzer on me. It was for the self tanner. I mean, it looked legit. I honestly thought about applying for like the next generation of Jersey Shore. Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore.
Ooh, I'm going to go T. Higgins and Elijah Moore, Paulie D. Thank you for tuning in. Nice try, and Tony Stuckey. Let us know if you got a FanDuel name to get in the contest for the jersey. All right, should we draw the helmet winner?
I think we should.
All right, let's draw it. So we got it all in here. I'm going to shake it around. It's a good helmet. It's a beautiful lid. It's going to be sad to see it go. All right, here we go. I'm drawing the winner. This is for a Torrey Holt signed mini helmet. There's a lot of names in here. And the winner is Tatered Tot. We got a new winner, Tatered Tot. Seen your name in there a few times over the last few weeks. So if you're still tuning in, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Fantasy Focused. You could try Twitter, but it might take me like a week to get back to you on Twitter. So at Fantasy Focused, DM me your name and your address, and I will get you the helmet, Tatered Tot. And I will save your name up here in case you're still not watching. We'll find you next week. But yeah, Tatered Tot, congrats. You won the Torrey Holt signed mini helmet. Beautiful helmet. Congratulations. And we got a couple more questions here. Nice try wants in, Bob. Nice try.
Yes.
99.
I'm officially nervous.
The shark has entered the water.
Yeah, the shark is in the water, boys, and I'm like a small clownfish.
Invite sent, folks. So come on, man. We got a couple more spots. $1 gets you into a contest to win a jersey of your choice, folks. No brainer. Also, as a reminder, all your donations, 10% goes to goodsports.org. That's another great cause. We just gave away the helmet, guys. We're in a giving mood today, folks. Why don't you get in on the action for $1? Get into the contest, beat us, win a jersey. I mean, Scott will tell you he swept the floor with us last week. Got himself a jersey from the Jersey Jungle on the Josh Allen. So do it yourself, folks. Get a part of it.
You know what I'm going to do, Bob? I'm going to keep all these names in here from the last 3 weeks, and I'm just going to keep adding to it. I'm going to find something else to give away next week. Another autograph. I'm a big autograph guy. I just got to dig a little deeper. Dig deeper in the old storage unit there. I'll find
Torrey Holt is nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. It's one of my nicer mini helmets.
He was such a good receiver, man.
Dude, I feel like he's very underrated. I don't know
very
why
much
get more love.
Greatest show on turf, baby.
That's it. All right.
Where's Isaac Bruce at?
Oh yeah, he was another good one.
Yeah.
Savage needs 2. PPR. Sammy Watkins, Pascal, Bob Anderson, Jordan.
Ooh. Bobby Anderson and Pascal.
Man, oh man. I haven't even thought about Zach Pascal today, so I don't even know how I feel about him. That's rude. I owe him an apology. I just feel like Zach, I just did you dirty there. I'm actually gonna go Sammy Watkins along with Bob Anderson.
Sammy and Bob. Glassman cometh, Glassman taketh away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sammy and Bob as well. We're all caught up.
Wrap?
That's it.
Yeah, let's do a quick
I
one
can
through.
set my lineups.
I know, man. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of what we're doing today, folks. As a reminder, everyone who's watching, make sure you guys are joining us today for our FanDuel challenge. All you got to do is become a super chatter on the show. Donate $1 to the YouTube channel, or if you want, use the TCK Pod Venmo and just send us your username for FanDuel. That will get you a chance to enter our contest to win a jersey of your choice. That's right, a jersey of your choice. So all you got to do is hold up to your QR code up to that screen. It will take you to our TCK Pod. Throw us $1. Whatever you can donate, we'll get you with your username. We'll put you into the contest. Last week, Scott won a jersey that we're sending out to him shortly. But this is a great opportunity. Have some fun. Play against all of us in the FanDuel Challenge. And as a reminder, always that Good Sports, the charity organization, every dollar, we donate 10% of that money to goodsports.org. It's a charity organization that helps underprivileged communities provide equipment to kids to play sports. So your dollar goes a long way for us, helps us donate to Good Sports. But on top of that, we just gave away the mini helmet. Ryan's already digging in the closet for an Isaac Bruce signed something that he probably doesn't have that we're going to give out next week. Get involved, donate, but also play us in FanDuel. Guys, for $1, you could get a chance to win a jersey. I think it's a no-brainer, especially how poorly we all did last week. So it could be the easiest jersey you've ever won. So come on in and join us.
There you go. And last question here. I answered in the chat, but Waddle, Moore, or Claypool. We've been going Waddle a lot today, so I assume you guys are going to agree with me. I said Waddle.
I would also go Waddle.
I'm going with the Wadman.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right. We're signing off early today, boys. Feels good. I'm going to set my lineups with no stress. I might even get a beer. Who knows? Maybe I'll even get a Peloton ride in today before the kickoff. I don't know. It's going to be a weird Sunday.
Yeah, I'll hang out. I'm going to hang around for a little bit just in case some people pop on. Just try to promote some of this FanDuel contest stuff and see if we'll go from there. But if you guys want to jump off, all good.
All right, cool.
I'm going to jump off.
I'm still trying to find this Jersey Shore photo. My Facebook photos aren't loading fast enough.
I mean, now you're keeping
I might
me.
be back.
You're keeping me lingering now.
That's what it's all about.
Sky Rock.
Signing out.
Is that Mickey? Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
All
That's
right, I'll be
Sky
back
Galaska.
maybe. See you guys. Love you.
Peace.
All right.
Peace, boys. Yeah. So Jordan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I, was expecting to hop on to a little bit more questions, but you were off when I was telling. We got a question from a listener, Paulie D, and we started going on this whole Jersey Shore tangent. And by we, I mean me. I just kind of ran with it. Went the whole 9 yards one year with it for Halloween. Put the self tanner or the bronzer on. It was a whole thing. So now I'm trying to find that photo, but.
Yeah, so the questions are piling back in. We got Jared asking us Aaron Jones or Gaskins with DJ Dallas, if that's possible. So he's basically saying, do I start Gaskin at 10 or do I risk it with Aaron Jones and plug in DJ Dallas as a backup if Jones is out? So are you willing to roll the dice on Jones to play DJ Dallas over Gaskin if that's the case?
Yeah, I mean, I think the tough part here is that even if Aaron Jones plays, we don't know at what capacity, if he'll still split with A.J. Dillon. Versus, obviously coming back to a full workload right off the injury. But Gaskin going up against Carolina's defense, I'm not too stoked about it. I mean, Gaskin's, had a great week, then a down week, then a good week, then a bad week, and I think on that cadence, this is a bad week for him, with that alternating. So I'm okay risking it for half of Aaron Jones and then plugging in DJ Dallas. I don't think you're going to fall off too much in terms of what you get with DJ Dallas versus, starting Gaskin in the early slot.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to roll the dice on Aaron Jones here. And if that happens, DJ Dallas is going to be the passing down back this week, most likely with all the injuries to Travis Homer and company. So I think that you'll be fine. I don't think Gaskin's going to blow up and you're going to miss out on much anyway. So I think you're fine there. So let's go with Aaron Jones. Tony, Cam Newton or Kirk Cousins? What you got, Jordan?
For me, it's Cam, I guess. I mean, especially depending on if you do a 4-point or a 6-point passing touchdown format. I mean, Cam in a 4 points a little bit has the higher upside because of his rushing ability. So I'm going to go with Cam, especially in a 4-point.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cam Newton. I think against the Miami Dolphins, who are missing some pieces in their secondary today. Plus, they've been so hot and cold, the Dolphins D. So I think I'm going to go with Cam Newton. Rushing floor, too, is real nice. Harris asks again for Cam Newton or Joe Burrow. I'm actually going to lean Cam Newton again in this one, but you're going to lean Burrow.
No, I'll lean Cam again for the same reasons.
Okay. McKissick, the battle of the backup pass-catching running backs. McKissick against the Seattle Seahawks or Hilliard with no McNichols and splitting time with Foreman against the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff, I mean, Hilliard was kind of involved in the past, and it's kind of how McKissick is, but I don't think, I mean, Seattle's been struggling. I don't know if Washington's going to be as far behind in a pass game script as we might expect. So I might lean Hilliard. Obviously, they're going up against New England, and so have a tough defense, but A.J. Brown's out. So, there's not that clear number one for New England to take away. I'll lean Hilliard.
Yeah, I think it's Hilliard too. I think the Patriots game sets up well for Hilliard because you with all the injuries to the Titans, I think the Patriots are going to handle business, which is going to force them to throw a little bit. I'm going to lean Hilliard. Like you just brought up too, it looks like, I don't expect Seattle to blow off the doors off the Washington football team on the road Monday night. So I think it's going to be a Gibson game, in my opinion. Aaron Jones or Gaskin, we both went Aaron Jones previously, so we're going to move on from that. So both are picking Aaron Jones to roll the dice there. Official Savage, Fantasy Life just reported that Dallas is going to slow Zeke down and lean on Pollard more to help Zeke. I mean, Tony Pollard's a slam dunk. If he becomes the 1A, I mean, this guy could be a league winner down the stretch if they hold Zeke out for a couple of weeks to get him ramped up for the playoff run. But what's your thoughts on Pollard if this is the case?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's Pollard's basically been a solid flex option right now, obviously depending on your team makeup, but he's been fine, pretty much all season as a flex type of guy. And so if he starts to take on a larger role in that offense, especially in the right matchup, happy to have Pollard, especially where you drafted him or probably, picked him up on waiver wires, depending on your league. He's going to be your RB2, potentially 3. Obviously, if you had the injuries, you had some guys with Derrick Henry or something like that, he could fill in as a nice RB2.
Yeah, I think Tony Pollard's locked and loaded then. If he's going to start getting closer to 15 touches a week, the way he looks, the juice he has, playing against that elite offensive line, rock solid RB2, and he could be someone that you could potentially try to trade for if you can. Morning fellas, PPR flex, Ramondre Stevenson or Ty Johnson going up against Houston. What are your thoughts? You taking the upside of Ty Johnson this week, or are you rolling with Ramondre Stevenson against the Titans?
Yeah, it's tough because these are going to be very different types of fantasy games if they both produce. Stevenson and Harris are both active this week, last I checked. And so would expect there to be basically probably a split there in the Patriots backfield, but we also do expect them to handle the Titans pretty well. And so against the Titans defense, 50% of Stevenson versus 100% of Ty Johnson. Obviously, Tevin Coleman's there, but I don't expect him to really be much of a threat to Ty Johnson, especially in the passing game work. And they have a pretty good matchup this weekend against Houston. So I actually kind of lean towards Ty Johnson.
Yeah, same. And PPR kind of sways me too here because, listen, Bolden, as much as we don't want it to be the case, Bolden is the passing down back. And then they split work between Harris and Stevenson. I think Harris is still the 1A. But listen, Ty Johnson and Michael Carter, I know Zach Wilson, there was a lot of noise about how much he doesn't check down. Between Ty Johnson and Michael Carter, they had 26 targets combined in the first 5 weeks. It just didn't look like they passed the running backs because guys were splitting the work. Now it's just Ty Johnson. I think he's a good threat for 5 targets today. I think he's going to be a solid play. Houston doesn't scare you either on defense. All right, Harris again, Cam Newton, Matthew Stafford, or Aaron Rodgers. So now it's Cam Newton's starting to get played with the big boys. So the question comes, who are you taking in this scenario?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is playing with the broken toe he's dealing with. I don't know. I haven't checked up on that. I probably should. He's my only quarterback in one of my leagues. So I actually need to know if I can start him. If Aaron Rodgers is healthy, I'm playing Aaron Rodgers. If he's even with the broken toe, if he's dealing with it, if he's starting, I got to play Aaron Rodgers. He's it's not like he's losing mobility in terms of like he's a 50, 60 rush yard type of quarterback. So I'm not really losing anything with the toe. If he's able to throw on it, I'm comfortable starting him. If there's any concern with that Rodgers toe, I'd lean towards Cam.
Yeah, I just have a feeling it's Tom Brady. The Colts are a pass funnel defense, right? So you can really beat them through the air. Plus, Tom Brady, in my opinion, playing in a dome, nice, comfortable air. I think he's going to be nice. I think he's going to have a good week this week. So I'm going to still go Tom Brady, but Cam Newton really is the truth. I mean, that rushing floor, maybe you go Tom Brady in 6-point, Cam Newton in 4-point passing touchdowns. I think that might be a good option for you. All right, Nick Hobie. And by the way, guys, as a reminder, guys who are watching us on the stream right now, if you haven't joined us yet, we're doing a FanDuel challenge, guys. So make sure you don't forget, for $1, just become a super chatter on YouTube, or if you're on the Twitch, if you're on Facebook or any of those other ones, you can join us through the TCK Pod Venmo. Just send us $1 donation or more, and we'll get you into the challenge, the FanDuel challenge today, to beat us and win a jersey of your choice. So make sure you guys are becoming super chatters and getting in on the contest. You can play against all of us. Last week, we had a winner, got a jersey, a Josh Allen jersey for himself. So make sure you guys are doing that. Send us $1 here. Get us the username for FanDuel. We'll get you into the contest for today's games. All right, Nick, we're getting a lot of Aaron Jones questions. Do I play Aaron Jones over Ty Johnson and hope he plays? This is another kind of similar situation. I think Ty Johnson's a viable option, though. What's your thoughts, Jordan, on this scenario?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ty Johnson's fine. The other question that we had was Gaskin versus Aaron Jones with the DJ Dallas backup plan. And I think here's where you could be potentially losing a good amount of a drop-off between Ty Johnson and DJ Dallas. If you were to pass up Ty Johnson to start Aaron Jones and he doesn't play, or he's on a 50% timeshare and slowly worked back in off the injury. So unless the team I played, put up a big week on Thursday with all the 3 Thanksgiving games, I'd lean towards the Ty Johnson safety. If he had Cedric Wilson and Hunter Renfrow, and I got to kind of claw back at that lead, and I need a big game, maybe I'd more willing to chance it with Aaron Jones.
Yeah. Aaron Jones practiced all week. The other thing I kind of overlooked too this week, I know the Packers have the bye, but this is a huge game. Like, this could mean who gets home field advantage, and Packers might want to be all hands on deck against the Rams. So I actually think I'm going to take Aaron Jones. If he's out there and active, I'm willing to roll the dice. I know Ty Johnson could be good. It is a sizable risk, but I'm going to go Aaron Jones in the DJ Dallas kind of flyer if it's needed. That could be a real problem if Aaron Jones doesn't play. But anyway, Drew Skinnier here. Moore, Gaskin, Patterson. We're going to assume Elijah Moore here, but I think in either way, in my opinion, either Moore's in or Patterson. Pick 2. What are your thoughts, Jordan?
Yeah, for me, it's Patterson and either Moore if it's DJ or Elijah.
I agree 100%. Patrick Murphy, Pitts, Devonta Foreman, Aaron Jones, or Gaskin, half-point PPR. Pick 2. What do you got?
Yeah, so this is another one tough with Aaron Jones because Foreman plays in the early slot, right? He's the earlier game, so you would have to play him before Aaron Jones, and so you might be passing up a potential at Aaron Jones. But Gaskin's also in the early game, so you don't really have a pivot. I mean, that's I guess my question to Patrick here would be, what is the pivot for Aaron Jones if he doesn't play? Because Foreman and Gaskin are both in the earlier slot, and so we can't swap in either one of those if Jones doesn't play. That said, I'm not really excited about Deonta Foreman or Gaskins, so I don't really – if there's absolutely zero handcuff, then I'll start Foreman and Pitts. But as long as I have some viable option like that DJ Dallas pivot or something like that, I'm going to roll out Pitts and Aaron Jones and hope that Jones plays. If not, go with my emergency backup plan.
Yeah, I agree. I actually, Pitts has been frustrating this year, but the Jacksonville is just like, I don't know. He should be good against Jacksonville, right? I mean, come on. So I think it's going to be, in my opinion, I'm going to go upside. I'm going to go Jones and Pitts. But if, of course, like you just brought up, you need to have a backup plan if Jones doesn't play. Still game time decision. So if you're able to scoop up a player, if you don't have anybody options, you can't roll the dice and you need a must win, I'm going to go Foreman and Pitts in that scenario. Let's see. Drew Skinner. Let's see. Drew said something extra here. As of now, I got Moore and Patterson. Okay, we agree. All right, clap nuts. Start Ayuk or Cooks, full PPR, leaning Cooks. What's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I'd lean Cooks as well. I mean, Ayuk had the great game last week. It's just currently right now, I don't have the confidence in being able to say that I know who's going to have the big game out of that 49ers offense, right? It could be a Kittle week, could be a Debo week. Last week, I mean, Debo only got 2 targets. If that bounces back and, regresses towards the mean, Ayuk is going to have a little bit of less work than he did last week. That said, going up against Minnesota, pretty favorable matchup for Ayuk, but Cooks obviously also has a pretty good matchup against the Jets. And that offense I know should run through Cooks. So I'm a little bit more confident in Cooks over Ayuk.
Same. I actually agree 100%. I think both these guys are starts. I like both of them. But I lean Cooks because he's the guy, And the Jets, it doesn't really get much better than a Jets matchup, especially as of late, how they have struggled in the secondary. So I lean Cooks as well. Brendan, hey guys, Chase Claypool or Kendrick Bourne in the flex today in PPR. There's some news about Claypool's foot injury, how it's a problem, but does that sway you to lean Kendrick Bourne in this scenario?
Not particularly, especially knowing what I expect the game script to be for the Patriots. I feel like this is going to end up pretty similar to their Browns game, where it's going to be like Stevenson and Harris pretty much running all over Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to need Mac Jones to throw a lot. And in those type of games, I mean, Mac ends up with like maybe 201. And if Kendrick Bourne's getting, 30% of that, that's not really something that I'm excited about. So I think I lean Claypool here.
Yeah. All that makes a lot of sense. It's almost like a revolving door. I mean, Nelson Aguilar pops in here sometimes, and Jacoby Myers is going to get his 5 for 40, which we all know and love. And then Hunter Henry's going to catch the touchdowns. And, it's impossible to figure it out. And I think Claypool in this scenario, I mean, Cincinnati isn't a terrible matchup. They're right about average for out wide receivers in my metrics. So I think I'm going to lean Claypool as well of those two. I'm going to butcher it again from the Jungle Book. Mowgli, Buck was here. He'd say it's this, and I say it's another thing. We get back and forth. But Buck left us. It's just me and Jordan today, late night, folks. But whatever. I need an RB and a flex. Dylan, Gibson, Higgins, and Elijah Mitchell. What do you got, Jordan?
RB and a flex. I lean Gibson for the one, especially with. I mean, if Jones is out, Dylan's the second one there. If Mitchell's in, he's the second one. You're dealing with a lot of, who's playing, who's not. But it's going to be Gibson and then Dylan or Mitchell, depending on injuries for me.
Gibson has been a really fun guy to own in the sense that he's not. Because every time he has a bad matchup, he does well. And every time he has average to good matchups, he gets 8 points. I want to kill him. Every time I've sat him, he's gone off. I just decided I'm over it. I'm never sitting him. Seattle is not a bad matchup for running back, so I'm playing Gibson and I'm playing Mitchell in these two games. The Vikings are decimated on the defensive line. Mitchell and the 49ers should be able to eat in this game, so I'm okay with that. The whole Aaron Jones thing, I understand. The Rams are not a terrible matchup for running backs, but the defense is good enough, and I don't know what Aaron Jones, so I'm okay with Gibson and Mitchell of these two. Jumping down to Fly. Is this a Fly Nell Fly? Felt like Fly Nelly Fly. I mean, this is basically Fly Eagles Fly. This is probably a good thing for you, Jordan, to get off the start here. Sanders, Moore, or Judy. Let's assume half-point PPR. Let's assume it's DJ Moore. That's a tough one. I think it's DJ or Elijah. Yeah. So let's say all four. Let's say Sanders, Elijah Moore, DJ Moore, Judy. Who do you got?
Yeah, if it's DJ Moore, I lean towards DJ even in a half PPR. He has a good matchup. Cam's kind of reignited that offense a little bit the last couple of weeks. So I'll take the upside of what DJ Moore could be in a good matchup. If it's Elijah Moore, though, that's where I'm going to flip to Miles.
Yeah, I'm going to go Miles Sanders. I just, this is the matchup. The Giants are just atrocious against running backs this year. I mean, the guy almost had 100 yards last week against the Saints. Yep. And it just, it's time. It's time. If you have any faith in Miles Sanders, this is the time. The Raiders game was like, it's the tease. the 6 carries, the 30 yards. Like, it's he's going to get like 15 carries. Last week, all I hear all week is that Miles Sanders split work. Miles Sanders had 16 carries. That's the most he had all year. I don't care what he split. You could give him 90% of the carries early on the season. He got 12 carries. Well, he got 50% last week, but he got 16. I still will take the more of the carries. I think it's insane that people actually say that it's a problem that he's splitting work when he's getting more carries. So Miles Sanders week, folks. No Jordan Howard. Get him in your lineups. Harris asks us again, Robbie Anderson, do you think he's a flex this week? We've talked a little bit about him. Terrace Marshall's a healthy scratch this week too, so that's notable for the Panthers pass catchers. But what's your thoughts on Robbie Anderson?
I mean, he's been fine ever since Cam's come back. Obviously a smaller sample size, but every week, even early on in the season, he had good targets. Like the targets were there. He just, whether it was, not on the same page as Sam Darnold, which everyone expected them to be because of the history there. It was just, he just wasn't coming down with the stats that matter for fantasy, but the underlying, routes run, snap shares, targets were all there for Robbie. And so with Cam back, I'm more confident in Robbie Anderson. The question of whether or not he's a good flex, I mean, it just depends on your other options. But I'm comfortable flexing him if I have to.
Yeah, I think the other factor is the CMC and Cam Newton. So Cam Newton, at his ability to run the football, it puts defensive line on their heels more. And that leads less to a pass rush, gives the offense time more to throw. Sam Darnold was a pincushion back there. No time to throw, no timing, no rhythm. And we've seen with Cam Newton, at least, that Anderson is starting to get like a floor of like five receptions. He only had like 30 yards last week, but still in PPR formats, knowing he has that floor, and then he has the scoring upside like he did the first week, gives you more safety there. And I think Cam Newton, listen, you can say what you want about the guy, but playing for the Patriots last year, throwing to Jacoby Myers and then Damari Bird, the guy didn't have a chance. Plus COVID, plus coming off the shoulder. I think Cam Newton is going to bounce back in a nice way. I like Cam, so I'm good with Robbie Anderson as well. What's going on, guys? Would you guys roll with Van Jefferson or Rashad Bateman in half-point PPR? What's your thoughts for Bradley here, Jordan?
They're pretty similar. I mean, like I'd probably put them around the same like tier of wide receiver. Either could have a great game if they score, but both should be able to provide you a floor in terms of, should have 5 to 7 targets. I mean, I guess it just depends on who you personally believe in or which offense you personally believe in more. I'll lean towards Van Jefferson just because I think there's a greater chance of him scoring a touchdown this week than Bateman, but I think they're both, pretty comparable.
I agree. I think it's also a better chance for a shootout, right? I mean, those AFC North games are just mostly ugly. They pop off for a nice game here and there for fantasy, but overall, those games can get real ugly. So I think I lean Van Jefferson as well in this one. J-Mom donating $5 to the cause. Thanks, Mom. We always appreciate you, as always. As a reminder, everybody, today all super chatters are involved in our FanDuel challenge. Guys, you have me and Jordan probably be up for like 5 more minutes. If you guys want to get in on the FanDuel challenge, become a super chatter. If you're watching on Twitch or Periscope or anything else, just go to the TCK Pod Venmo, get yourself in. We'll get you into the contest to win a jersey, folks, for just $1. You get a chance to win a jersey this week. So shout out to you, J-Mom. As a reminder, 10% of all donations go to goodsports.org. Brandon Ayuk or Elijah Moore. Another one of these, man. This has been real tough. Both good matchups. No Corey Davis, no Denzel Mims. Zach Wilson's back. What's your thoughts on Elijah Moore versus Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah, I mean, I think the range of outcomes for Elijah Moore is a lot greater, especially with Zach Wilson. He's popped off these last couple of weeks, and you want to have the confidence to be able to start him. The problem is that you just have never seen it with Zach Wilson. He has a great matchup against Houston, and so everything is there for Elijah Moore to have a good day today. But I still lean Brandon Ayuk just because I at least have a more established track record of him being good and great with Jimmy G than I do with Elijah Moore and Zach Wilson.
I agree. I think Brandon Ayuk has Minnesota, who's been just absolutely terrible over the last 5 weeks against receivers. So I think Elijah Moore is the type of player that you could start with confidence over guys that are in tougher matchups, like the Chase Claypools of the world playing against, their matchup. It's not as good of a matchup. I'm not going to start Elijah Moore over established players who are in good matchups. So I think that's Brandon Ayuk in this scenario. So that's it. But listen, Jordan, I stayed on for you. I greased the wheels a little bit for you. Gave you an extra half hour. I guess we're gonna end it there. I think, listen, everyone, as a reminder, you're joining us for the FanDuel Challenge today. Make sure you're getting into chance to win the jersey. Shout out to Scott for winning last week. Congratulations to the person who won the mini helmet today, signed by Torrey Holt. We're going to give out more stuff next week. We're donating. All 10% goes to goodsports.org. But that's it, folks. We're going to get out of here. Jordan, any final words for the people?
No final words. Obviously, as it is every Sunday, it is a big Fly Eagles Fly, Go Birds type of day. So if you ever need any start-sit questions, you need to get them in before the Eagles game. That's when I shut off. The rest of the world kind of fades away, and it's just me, Jalen Hurts, Dallas Goedert, and Devonta Smith. And Miles Sanders now. He's back.
I probably, for fantasy purposes, is a bigger Eagles fan than a Giants fan. So forget all this stuff. I don't have any Giants anywhere, and I have like every Eagle. So I'm all in on the Eagles. So let's fly, Eagles, fly. I'm all in with you, Jordan. We'll chat throughout the game. I wish you guys nothing but luck. We're out of here, folks. This is week 12, the Fantasy Focused live show.